window. You're standing from here, jump to the street. That's impossible. I didn't make a reason. Okay, let the couch.
This is NTV.
There's more to the plan, right?
This is NTV.
Ntv Kusaawa Emu webale nnyo okutwegattako yonna gy'osinziira olunaku olwaleero. Ennaku z'omwezi ziri 30 omwezi gwa Ntenvu guyite December, ekitegeeza nti ebula lumu lwokka 2012 tumusibule. Nga bulijjo tusooka ne tufuna emitwe emikulu n'oluvannyuma tunaaluva ku ntono ng'ow'ekibuga asanze we bajjula. poliisi efuuzizza ekifo Muyenga wagambibwa okuba ensibuko y'ebiragalalagala ebyatta omubaka ne banda. Babiri bakwatiddwa, omu adduse. Abanoonyi b'obuddamu 500 n'okusoba okuva e Congo be bayingidde Uganda mu nnaku za Ssekukkulu. Gavumenti eyakuna ekitadde ku bumenyi bw'amateeka. Epabo ebitongole ebidduukirize biyingidde mu njawukana z'ebika. Mu mizannyo, Liverpool etaddewo akavangati okugula omuzannyi wa Inter Milan Wesley Sneijder. Ntv Kusaawa Emu katutandikiraawo wennyini naye nga okusooka maaso awo tujja kuba tukubuulira ku poliisi egenze Muyenga eyo okumpi ne Kampala nebaako enfo gyetebereza okuba nga yasibukamu ebiragalalagala ebigambibwa okutta yali omubaka Serena ne banda. Waliwo omukazi munnayuganda n'omuvubuka munnansi wa Guinea abakwatiddwa. Nannyini ekifo kino omusumba okuva e Nigeria yeetutegeezeddwa nti adduse, poliisi ekyali mu kumunoonya. Waliwo n'ebintu ebitali bimu ebisangiddwa mu kifo kino naye tujja kuba twongera okulambulula mu maaso awo. Katusooke naye kati eggulire ery'ababundabunda, abantu ababundabunda okuva mu buvanjuba bwa Democratic Republic ya Congo. Mu kitundu ekyo newankubadde olutalo lwasirikiramu, abantu bongera okwetegula ekitundu ekyo si kulwa nga ebintu ebirala byongera okubatuukako omuli n'okufiira obulamu bwabwe. Mu nnaku enkulu eziwedde abantu abasoba mu 500 be bayingira Uganda okuva mu kitundu ekyo nga bayitira ku nsalo y'ekisolo. Ekibaddusa gavumenti eyakuna etegeeza nti kivudde ku bumenyi bw'amateeka obweyongedde mu buvanjuba bwa Congo.
Okuva okulwana lwe kwasiriikiriramu mu buvanjuba bwa Congo, omuntu oba oliawo yandirowoozezza nti abantu baayo bafunye ku kalembereza okweyagalira mu ggwanga lyabwe n'okulya ennaku enkulu n'ab'eŋŋanda zaabwe. Kino kirabika si bwe kiri okusinziira ku muwendo gw'abantu abayingira Uganda okunoonya obubuddamu okuli n'abaana abato abataliiko bazadde baabwe. Mu nnaku enkulu zokka abantu abali mu 516 be bayingidde mu ggwanga nga bayita ekisolo. Bano bali mu nkambi y'e Ramwanja.
Nga bano bava mu bifo ebyenjawulo mulimu Masisi, Gisigari, Bweza, Rukuri naye nga n'abamu bava ddala eggoma abatonotono. Abantu bano bwe bajja baba beetaaga obuyambi oba obyetaago emmere.
Minisita w'ebigo bitalaze Musa Echweru agamba nti embeera eno evudde ku bbino lya Ssekukkulu n'okumalako omwaka erigenda mu maaso erivuddeko ebikolwa eby'okutwalira amateeka mu ngalo okweyongera. Okukwogasa n'amateeka agakuuma abanoonyi b'obubuddamu Uganda ge yateekawo agasikiriza abantu ab'ekika kino okwewa mu ggwanga olw'okuba gabayisa bulungi.
Unless other countries which give refugees to stay in refugee camps. In Uganda, we give them what we call settlement. So they settle, they are given some small piece of land, they till that land, and they make ends meet.
Wabula ku nsonga y'okubanoonyeza ekyokulya n'ebikozesebwa agamba nti buno buvunaanyizibwa bw'ekitongole cy'ensi yonna ekikola ku nsonga z'ababundabunda. Ku ntandikwa y'omwezi guno aba World Food Program bategeeza ng'omuwendo gw'ababundabunda bwe gubayinze nga tebakyalina mmere emala kubagabira. Basaba ebitongole n'amakampuni bibakwatizeeko. Irene Namyalo,
NTV Kusaawa Emu katuddeyo ku ggulire lye twabadde tugenda okutandika nalyo erikwata ku poliisi egenze Muyenga eyo okumpi ne Kampala nebaako enfo gyefuuza. Enfo eno eteberezebwa okubanga yavaamu ebiragalalagala ebigambibwa okutta yali omubaka Serena ne banda. Omukazi munnayuganda n'omuvubuka munnansi wa Guinea be bakwatiddwa. Nannyini ekifo kino omusumba okuva e Nigeria ye adduse, poliisi ekyali mu kumunoonya. Mu kifo kino wasangiddwayo ebiragalalagala nga enja ennongooseemu n'ebintu ebirala.
Talk the truth. I came to Uganda on that face. What do you know about? Kill me. Kill me. I don't
I can't stand for what I don't do. I don't know nothing about.
Pascal Kamono enzalo ya jini yatemye emiranga oluvannyuma lw'okukwatibwa poliisi.
I don't know about it.
Ono akwatidde wamu n'omukyala Betty Segujja. Ono kigambibwa nti yali mukozi mu kitongole ekimu ekinene kyokka n'avaayo n'atandika okwenyigira mu bizinesi y'enjaga.
Me myself, I do not have anything.
You were in the house, there was drug in the house.
So why do you not sell it?
No, these people, they know when I come. I just came here. I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. They shall be facing this kind of shit.
Okutuuka wano poliisi egamba nti yatemezeddwako abatuuze ku kasozi Muyenga abeekolamu omulimu okuyamba poliisi okuzuula abazzi b'emisango.
Kangamu naye nga tetulina kyawo nga tulaba ebintu ebyakola tebijja ekiro kyonna asula woggana
nagoba baana nga tukuba mbuno tuveewo
katagala abaana kumpi
mwana wasajja atukuba
bibino nange bigamunewuunyiza nange mvana ku poliisi eri community police kola statement bikyebyo.
Bano bateeberezebwa okuba nga babadde bakolagana n'omusajja mu Nigeria eyeeyita omusumba Basiro Konko okukusa enjaga okuva e Pakistan ne South America ne bagiyingiza mu Uganda ogitwala e China n'amawanga amalala. Bano batulaze ebiwandiiko bye bagamba nti Abdul Rashid Bati yasooka okukwatibwa ebiraga ssente engeri gye zaasindikibwangamu mu Uganda.
Is the same name here where the pastor is sending money to him while he's in Pakistan.
Kigambibwa nti ono yaguzanga Adam Sulaiman Kalungi agambibwa okuba omuganzi wa Nebanda ebidagalagala.
Era information gye tulina kati enjaga yava Pakistan ono pasta ng'atumye neetuuka wano negenda Buziga mpaka neetuuka mu nyumba yani ya Adamu ate tulina tukakasa mu nyumba eyo enjaga baginyweramu ne MP aliwo.
Then he called me to come here. I came here. He's one that directed me to this man. He's here. I know this man. I don't know this man before.
Bano kati bakuumirwako poliisi e Kabalagala nga poliisi bwegenda maaso n'okunoonyereza. Jingo Francis, NTV Kusaawa Emu.
NTV Kusaawa Emu. Ab'ekitongole ekidduukiriza eki Red Cross bayingidde mu njawukana eziri mu kitundu ky'Epabo. Abantu abasoba mu 200 badduka ku kyalo oluvannyuma lw'ab'ekika kya Palwongu ne Pekele okulumba abapakuma ne bookya ensisira zaabwe zisoba mu 100. Poliisi enjawukana zino yaziyingiramu n'ewa abaserikale okuziyiza obulumbaganyo obulala. Waliwo omusajja yatibwa ku Ssekukkulu avaako bino byonna ebituusiza ne Red Cross okujja yambeko.
Rosa Achola atinkula evvu okulaba oba waliwo ebyasigala mu nsiisira ye eyakumwako omuliro enkeera wa Ssekukkulu. Talina kya mugaso kyasanze era kati abeera mu b'eŋŋanda ze kilomita 4 okuva ewuwe. Achola akyalojja ekiro nnyumba ye n'eza banne lwe zaakumwako omuliro.
I am requesting the government to help me because I have a child to take care of.
Abantu mu kabuga k'Elabala essanyu lyabagwako okuva omusajja yategerekako eri Openg lwe yattibwa banne bwe baali banywa omwenge ku Ssekukkulu. Ettemu eryo lye lyavaako enjawukana eziriwo kati wakati w'Abapakuma, Pakere ne Palwongu. Ekya Pekere n'Abapalwongu okwokya ensisira z'Abapakuma kyaleetawo obweraliikirivu bungi era abamu ekyalo ne bakyamuka. Kati ab'ekitongole kya Red Cross badduukiridde abantu bano n'ebintu eby'okutandikirako obulamu bupya.
Not to pay for the lost property but to strengthen their capacity to cope up with the situation in emergency situation.
A one-to-one talk that I've been having with many of them, telling them that this place is a no-war zone. People should come back. The culprits have already been got. They are known.
Poliisi ekifo kino yakivuddemu oluvannyuma lw'embeera okutereera era abakulira ekitundu kino bakunze abantu abadduka bakomewo eka wadde bakyalina okutya.
Essaawa ezisigaddeyo okumalako 2012 tezisukka 30. Ebikujiko n'etabula ebitegekeddwa bingi mu byo mulimu ebiduula n'okusaba. Abalokole bategese okusaba mu bisaawe ebiwerera ddala okwetoloola Uganda era abasumba bali mu kudda eno n'eri okukwanaganya bino byonna. Abamu ku basumba bano batubulidde ku nteekateeka zaabwe.
Wedde omulundi guno tugenda kubeera mu bisaawe 14 kw'ogatta ekyekkolwa kye ky'e15 oyinza okikakasa nti bannayuganda bagenda kusaasaanira mu bisaawe 15 mu Uganda yonna wansi w'omutwe gw'olukuŋŋaana lwe lumu national celebration wansi w'omutwe gumu ate wansi w'obukulembeze bwe bumu.
Ekisaawe kijja kugulawo essaawa 2 kubanga ku ssaawa emu Oweekitiibwa Kale Kayihura yennyini yaŋŋambye ajja kuba wano n'abasirikale be bamale okuyisaamu embwa ezikebera bbomu bayiseemu n'abasirikale bakebere buli kanyomero oluvannyuma bakideclaring free of any danger ku ssaawa ng'emu kitundu oba 2 batuwe ebbaluwa kubbirize nnyini abantu bataliko keyina mu kisaawe.
Tulaba waliwo corruption, waliwo immorality, waliwo n'ekkanisa zaffe zennyini zeetaaga okudda obujja n'abantu baffe bennyini beetaaga okudda obujja. Tewali kaseera kasinga kano bannayuganda bwe bandikuŋŋaanidde ne basaba ate ne beebaza Katonda ate ne basanyuka.
Ne wano njagala okukubiriza bannayuganda bonna gye bali nti nga bwe tuyingira omwaka ekikulu ennyo kiri nti security yammwe ng'abantu yeetaagisa ate security etandika naawe nga ggwe ng'omuntu. So mbasaba okuba nti security yammwe ng'abantu mbenga mukitwala ng'ekikulu wadde poliisi we tulina ebitongole ebirala okulaba nga tugenda kukola ekisoboka oba tukola ekisoboka nga tulaba nga tukuuma bannayuganda n'ebintu byabwe tugenda kuba
NTV Kusaawa Emu eddakiika kumpi 11 ziyise ku ssaawa emu tugenda kuwumulamu naye tukomawo n'ekitundu ekyokubiri tovaawo. Tukomawo tukubulira ensonga lwaki osaanidde okumanya ebikwata ku kika kyo. Ab'e Buyindi batabuse olw'omukazi eyakakibwa omukwano ku bbaasi n'afa.
This year, we have given our customers cash card.
This is NTV.
Dr. President, are you telling us on this show tonight that it's okay to break rules?
People worth becoming leaders should not break rules.
Joseph Kony is defeated. He's on the run with his tail between his legs.
You cannot sit back and allow Somalia to continue to be in chaos.
I'm a State Messiah.
I will leave office if we allow an environment where people freely elect their leaders.
You say correctly that the problem of Africa is leaders staying in power for so long.
What I said, staying in power without mandate of the people.
You're telling us
Ideally, we all have the right to express our opinions and views truthfully and openly.
Ate long tugenda Katongole Mbukasam.
Kampala bwerere mwansomu the bus.
The discussion is still going on in the bus. Tulina okugumira challenges ezimu bwe tuba tulina okugoba abatembeeyi mwami Lukwago agumaga abatembeeyi mugende no badengala kunyonyola omukulu badengala kunyonyola omwami yagambye nti Meya Lukwago ye meya omutuufu.
Government ekutte Lukwago emunyigira mu nsonga takyekyusa.
Welcome back to Minibus Kyogereko.
Singa omusajja abankwana nga njagala sifa ku kya ssente wabula nfa ku mbeera yeyisa
alimba ono
This is Minibus Kyogereko.
I think I'm Big Meech. I don't see nobody. I don't see nobody.
It's the cataract.
Lucini pouring from the sky. Let's get rich. What? You can see a man's face, but you can't see his heart. I am Wale, Oluba. We be in the party like we own that bar.
Tease me, baby.
NTV Kusaawa Emu katugende mu maaso gye buva ne gye budda erinnya lye lyawula omuntu ku bantu abalala. Mu bifo ebimu nga mu Buganda erinnya liweebwa omuntu okusinziira ku kika mwava. Ebika mu Buganda biri 52 era byonna birina akasolya essiga omutuba olunyiriri n'ebba. Tugenda kuddamu twejjukanya omugaso gw'ekika munazi kuno.
Chansonyi nnyo wano mu Buganda omusajja okwasa omukazi ow'ekika kye oba ekya maama we. Eno y'emu ku nsonga lwaki wabeerawo okukyala ewasinga nga abaana tebannakweyanjula mu bakadde okukakasa nti tewali buswavu bwonna. Ekigendererwa mu kino kyakwongera kugatta Luganda ng'Abaganda bawasambika ebirala.
Ffe mu Buganda waliwo batuuka n'agamba nti waliwo ekiziyiza kuba batuuli atambula mu ng'Omuganda nga bagamba sayidi yaki yono omulenzi ajja okwanjuga. Ne bagamba waliwo ekiziyiza kati gwoto ba Muganda gwotegera bituliko era oli bagenda okulambula ebintu bye nga bagamba ate wali kiziiza kibategeza n'ekyo okuziiza ndi ffe wano mu Buganda tewawasanga muntu wa muziro gwo
kwayinza okusanga omwana ayo tomumanyi nga we Kampala naye muddira omuziro gwe gumu.
Nze ne wamba nga nkwagala nnyo ng'oli mulungi bakwibako n'amazzi naye bwe nkuza nti oli mu wa muziro gwange awo bikola ki babina okukola ki okukoma.
Kimanyiddwa wonna nti omwana atwala kika kya kitaawe okugyawo kabaka atwala ekya nnyina okuwa omukisa ebika byonna okuli obwakabaka. Omwana ng'azaaliddwa kitaawe bajjajja be bamutuma erinnya naddala ery'ekika okusinziira ku nnyumba oba olunyiriri mwava.
Basinzira ku bintu bingi oluusi endabika y'omwana oluusi banamu abazadde abamu ddala basenga baffe omwana be yakatunanko akawere ng'alabirawo ddala n'abamu ku baŋŋanda zaako abajjajjaffe abagenda bekafaanana kuba bo bamanya kukola ki kusinga ffe.
N'omanya nti kati oluno olunyiriri lwa gundi mulimu ennyiriri nimanya erinnya litumibwa nnyiriri gundi yeritwala lino litumibwa gundi bwe yalitwala.
Kitaawo aba alina gwate gw'oyita jjajjaawo oba kitaawe ate ne jjajjaawe n'abeera ne jjajjaawe. Kati tugenda twezimbamu olulyo katugeze kakati gwe bw'ozaalibwa mu nju mu lujja nti luno lujja owali kitaawo ne nnyoko. Kakati ate waliyo abakulu ne bakitaawo abalala abato abagenda mu nju gy'ozaalibwamu ate abo bwe beegatta awamu eri waggulu ne wabeerayo omutuba ate eri waggulu ne wabeerayo essiga ate waggulu ne wabeerayo omukulu w'ekika.
Buli kika kirina omuziro n'akabbiro ebitalina kuliibwa abo ababyeddira. Buli kika kirina obuvunaanyizibwa mu lubiri lwa Ssaabasajja okugeza abamamba Gabunga bebe empingu. Bwalinga buvunaanyizibwa abazadde bombi ssaako jjajja ne basenga okusomesa abaana ebikwata ku kika kyabwe era buli kika kirina ekiggwa gye bakuŋŋaanira.
Omanye ani mukulu w'ekika, omanye ani mukulu wa ssiga lyo, ani mukulu wa mutuba gwo, ani akulira olunyiriri lwo, ani akulira enju yammwe.
Era mu butuufu omuntu yaligenze mu kiggwa kuba ekiggwa kye kiyinza okusokoolayo buli kantu konna ako ne mukadde w'omukazi katamanyi oba katayinza kubuulira ate ko bw'otuuka mu kiggwa buli kantu konna kakikutegeeza.
Mu bisaakaate naye basomesezangayo abaana ebikwata ku bika byabwe naye okusinga omulimu guno gwakolebwanga ku mikolo ng'egy'okumanyagana ne mu nnyimbe.
Ennyimbe wabeeranga ng'olumbe wabeerangawo olukiiko olwo nga lwetabamu buli muntu awo buli muntu yafeera abeeranga kyenkana mwana kabeerenze kitanga nzaala bwe batukanga mu lumbe olwo nga tayinyega wabeerawo omukulu akola ki amuli waggulu. Ekyo
oyiga okulanya singa mubeera nga mutuuse mu kumanyagana kubanga era oba oteekwa okumanya nti nsibuka musiga gundi era nzaalibwa bwenti ne bwenti.
Ensiisira ezo z'olaba abantu batuula wamu ne basiisira batuula ggulo limu ne batandika okumanya gundi ono mwana wa gundi ono sengaawo ono jjajjaawo ono ani. Kati gino emikolo egy'okuteekako omusika gigenda okutuuka nga mwenna mwamaze dda okwetegeera. Ate ne bwaba bateekako omusika buli agenda okusumika wali olanya oba otambulamu ng'Omuganda nze munnange taatawo twamuyitanga bwe tuti nzakuwa kino ndi mwana wa gundi ndi muzzukulu wa gundi ndi muzzukulu wa gundi. Akati ebyo ne byonna birambika omuntu okumanya ensibuko ye n'ensibuko y'erinnya.
Okutwaliza awamu ebika biyamba okukumira abantu awamu n'okugatta Oluganda era tewali kubuusabuusa kwonna nti obumu buyambye nnyo Abaganda okusigala nga bagoberera ennono yaabwe wakati mu kusomozebwa kw'emirembe egize gikyuka. Kino kyeyolekera nnyo mu mpaka z'ebika by'Abaganda ez'omupiira ezitegekebwa buli mwaka.
Nazikono naye bwatyo bwatambudde mu nnaku ezijja maaso awo tujja kuba tujjayo ezimu ku ezo ze twakola emabegako emboozi ezo empanvu tuddemu tuzinyumirwe. Mu kugenda maaso n'amawulire amalala abantu bangi mu Buyindi bali wakati mu busungu n'ennaku olw'agasajja agadda ku mukazi ne gamukako omukwano ku bbaasi emu ey'olukale oluvannyuma omukazi ono n'afa. Abakazi mu Buyindi baludde nga batulugunyizibwa mu ngeri nnyingi naye nga ekikolwa kino kivuddeko abantu okujjukira nti wateekwa okubaawo ekikolebwa. Omugenzi yakakibwa omukwano bwe yali mu bbaasi ne muganzi we nga 16 mu mwezi guno. Oluvannyuma lw'omukazi ono okufa, enkumi z'abantu nga bakutte bukando beeyiwa ku nguudo ne batambula mu mirembe mu bibuga nga New Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, Calcutta n'awalala nga bawakanya ebikolwa by'okukwata abakazi. Poliisi akakwata abasajja 6 beerowooza nti be bamu ku kibinja ky'abasajja abadda ku mugenzi ne bamusobyako ekirindi. Omusango gw'okukaka omukwano bwe gusinga omuntu mu Buyindi ekibonereza aweebwa kyakuttibwa. Abasajja ab'ettima bwe bamala okusobya ku mugenzi ono eyalina omusajja bwe babadde bagenda okufumbirigana omwaka ogujja bamufumitafumita ebyuma ebyayongera okwonoona ebitundu ebimu munda mu ye. Ssaabawandiisi w'ekibiina ekitaba amawanga yenakuwalidde nnyo ebikolwa nga bino ebituusibwa ku bakazi nga n'ebisinga obungi tebimanyibwa. Mu Buyindi wakyaliyo obuwangwa obunafuya abakazi ekivuddeko bangi okukwatibwa, okuvumibwa, okubasiiya ku makubo, okubakuba n'okubatta n'ebirala. Omugenzi ayokeddwa ng'obuwangwa bwe bulagira olwaleero mu kibuga New Delhi. Eri emu n'eddakiika kumpi 22 tugenda okuwumulamu tukomawo ate n'ebyemizannyo.
This is NTV.
No one feels the motherland like we do. So tune in every day at 6 p.m. and Fridays from 11 p.m. for the best in homegrown music. Only on NTV, the station that celebrates local music talent. Your Saturday afternoons just got better on NTV with Exposed. Join Cats and the Platinum DJs as they bring you some mad DJ skills and crazy video mixes.
You're now rocking with the best. Catch us every Saturday.
Afternoons just got better on NTV with Exposed. Saturday afternoons just got better on NTV with Exposed.
A message yali ku the last piece of a jambia yali muhadi wa yonna. No, bloody way, holy moly.
We've just met. How can I be your friend? Mr. Rajmond. Okuzimba nyumba nga kintu kizibu nnyo banange mugumire mu bupangisa. Come.
I'm called Olar Oton. There's no English name. Just like resistors, Yakazol.
Yeah, blame you. You have option of getting international husband. Why do you get the local? A message yali ku the last.
This is NTV.
There's more to the plan, right?
This is NTV.
No one feels the motherland like we do.
NTV Kusaawa Emu n'ebyemizannyo. Omwaka 2012 gubadde gwa bibala byerere eri munnayuganda omukazi asinga okuzanya badminton Shamim Banji. Ono ayodde emidaali mingi mu mwaka guno mu mpaka ezitali zimu. Banji wa myaka 20 era kati atunuulidde 2013 agenda okugulawo n'empaka z'ensi yonna eza badminton eziribeera mu Cyprus mu mwezi ogwa January.
Shamim Banji mu kiseera kino atendekera ku Kampala Club obutafaanaganako ne banne bwe bazannya omuzannyo gwa badminton yagenda mu ggandalo lya Ssekukkulu olw'empaka ezigenda okubeera mu ggwanga lya Cyprus zeetegekera. Musaayi Mutono atendekebwa William Kabindi aliko omuzannyo wa ttiimu y'eggwanga agamba nti oluvannyuma lw'omwaka oguwedde okumugendera obulungi mu ggwanga ne ku lukalu lwa Africa atayagala kweyongerayo Bulaaya asobole okufuna obubonero obunaamutwala mu mpaka z'Olympics mu 2014. Wabula nnamba emu eggwanga ono mu kuzannya omuzannyo gwa badminton w'abakazi agamba nti obuzibu bwasinga okufuna olw'ensimbi ezimutwala mu mpaka zino.
Ssente nzibu nnyo era zinzizizaamu emabega nti sirina azimpa kugenda mu tournaments. Zinziziza nnyo emabega. Naye bwe mba nfunye omuntu ananyamba nankwatako musuubiza nja qualifyinga mu Olympics gye bujja 2016. Because it's my dream.
Gino emyaka gyonna egiddiridde maaso okuva na guno omwaka ogenda okutandika. Tusaba nti alina abasobola okuzanya tournaments nga 6 oba 7 mu mwaka kijja kusobozesa okumalako.
Omwaka guno Banji yawangula empaka z'eggwanga zonna mu bakazi ate n'awangula n'omudaali ogwa zaabu mu Ethiopia n'ogw'ekikomo okuva mu Mauritius. Sam Mpoza, NTV.
Balina ku kasente Shamim oyo muyinza okumuyambako ebirooto bye ne bituukirira. Mu mawulire amalala olunaku olw'enkya abo mu mbalala awo bajja kuba bakuba obululu nga bwe banyumirwa n'ebikonde by'abakubi b'ebikonde ababikubira essente. Wajja kusookawo olulwana wakati w'Abanyarwanda Charles Muvunyi ne Swale Abimana. Ate olulwana olulala lujja kubeera wakati wa Nantamego obugwanjuba obw'eggwanga lino Uganda Stephen Kwizera agenda okutunka ne Kesa Nsicha naye ng'ono ava Rwanda. Enwana zombi za buzito bwa heavyweight era zibeera za round 12. Bagenda kubaawo enwana endala 16 zinaacamula abantu abanaagenda okulaba kale ekiyita okujja ekifo ku maaso. Olwaleero abakulu bano babadde mu kubapima buzito batere beetabe mu mpaka nga buli kimu kiri bulungi.
Ndi mwetegefu nnyo nga buli Jones Kesa Nsicha zanyira mu division gye bayita heavyweight division. Ndi mwetegefu nnyo, ndi mu mbeera nnungi nnyo, njagala kukuba omusajja raundi ya 3 yokka ku lw'abawagizi bange nabadde mukubiramu emu naye ku lw'abawagizi bange bansabye banyumiswe bakulaba kiki nyina.
Professional hano muri Mbarara ihuza ibihugu harimo Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda n'u Rwanda. Noneho tukagana banitabiriye imikino izahuza abanya-Uganda n'abananze nayizemo kuza kuyitabira n'abandi champion.
Bikonde biringa game endala yonna tulabye abantu beminyigidde nnyo mu mupiira naye twagala nti tujjukira omupiira gufrustratinze nnyo tetukwalifyinze ebintu bingi baddewo tulabe nga tulaba avenues endala.
Mu byemizannyo ebirala y'Ebungereza Liverpool eriko obumbi bwa pounding 40 buno butadde mu kisawo ezirinze okugula omuddaaki Wesley Schneider. Manchester United ne Tottenham Hotspurs nabo balamuza omusajja ono baagala kumugula. Mu birala Alex Ferguson awakanyiza ebyogerwa nti Arsenal egenda kugula omusambi wa Manchester United ayitibwa nani.
Wesley Schneider agusambira mu ttiimu ya Inter Milan ya Italy yafuna obutakkaanya ne ttiimu ye ng'emusaza omusaala. Liverpool olwawulidde bino ne beesobolayo okumukansa n'omudidi gw'ensimbi gwa buwumbi 40. wabula Shineida ow'emyaka 28 asabye Inter Milan bwebe mutunde obumbi 52 ze yamugula okuva mu Real Madrid mu 2009. Ebyonga biri bityo y'omuzanyi wa Manchester United Nani abadde ku buvune okuva mu mwezi gwa 11 omutendesi we Alex Ferguson yagamba nti simwetegefu kumutunda mu kiseera kino. Ferguson yagamba nti Nani ali mu nteeseganya ne bakama abe okwongezayo endagaano ye ne kilabu wadde nga Arsenal nabo bagamba nti bamutaddeko erisa ejjogi. Wabula ag'omunda gagamba nti Nani ne Ferguson tebakyali makambugu era nga kirabika nti ebizibu ebimu biva ku nsonga ya kwongezayo ndagaano ye.
Mukiro ekikesezza olunaku olwaleero enkuba yatonye mu bitundu bingi ddala okwetoolola mu Uganda wonna. Tugenda kulaba olunaku olw'enkya nga bwe lunaabeera. Ntv Kusaawa Emu bigambo webityo webitambudde anti byo munange mukeeka teguggwa masonera. Mwebala okutwagala yonna gye musinzira okulaba Ntv ne bannaffe ababeera ku internet ne ku DSTV ne ku mikutu emirala mingi. Anko waswa wano banjigiriza ebintu bye bayita Facebook ne Twitter. Ntera okuyitirayo naye nga mutwogerako birungi byerere kale kituwa essanyu ne tugamba nti katwongere okuweereza abantu baffe n'omutima gumu era tusuubiza tujja kukola bwe tutyo ennaku endala nnyingi nnyo ezijja. Amawulire amalala gajja kujja ku ssaawa 3. Nze Frank Walesimbi musule bulungi.
This is NTV. This is NTV. Turning on your world.
You think?
We are smelling like everything else you just said.
That is a lie.
Brother, this member was dismembered.
Sweetie, it is you who is stupid.
Mr. Sewancambo Brian and Mr. Magulumpaji Ivan. You were charged at Buikwe Police Station with theft, contrary to Section 253 of the Penal Code Act Laws of Uganda. It is alleged that while Mr. and Mrs. Sewancambo Deo were away from they descended on it and stole everything that belonged to them. Do you understand the charge?
We did not steal anything. Inze, ebintu bye natwala byaffe. I am entitled to. Wabula tulabe n'oluka.
Control yourselves, people. You will get your turn to address. Okay? Mr. Sewancambo, do you understand the charge? No.
mu kifo ky'okusoma mwaddanga mukuba misota.
Judge, nze ndi innocent on ali guilty.
Ani?
Oli guilty.
Twaliri.
A plea of not guilty entered for both of you. Prosecution, are you ready to try this case?
I've been ready for some time, Your Worship.
Proceed.
Your Worship, these two boys are an epitome of a bad son. Mr. and Mrs. Sewankamba have tried everything within their power to ensure that they raise their son in the best way possible and to pay his school fees, but they have been rewarded the exact opposite. He has tormented them continuously by stealing from them. He smokes ganja with his ganja friends, and he has spoiled their reputation in the neighborhood beyond repair. This time we are here because he stole again, and this time he did not just steal, he swept them clean. He stole jerrycans, the Bensons, steel wire, forks, everything. Mr. and Mrs. Sewankamba are here to testify, and a number of witnesses are also here to testify against the accused. So I request the parents to come to the door while all other witnesses to this case to quietly leave the courtroom. You both solemnly swear to speak the truth and nothing but the whole truth.
Yeah.
Okay, madam, I'll start off with your husband.
Okay, shoot.
What?
Ask right away.
Oh, please. Is that boy over there your son?
You mean the one with the funny looking head?
Boy, don't abuse our son.
Nchebuusabuusa oba oyo mwana wange oyo ogw'omuntu papaali.
Okay, enough of the purple head. Could you please just tell us what happened on the 30th of September?
Kale twagenda ne tukola ensobi, twava waka nga tetukyusiza munyolo ne tugenda mu mikolo. Ola kuli gwali mukolo mutabani wali ogezeko ku mukolo gwe. Kati ne tuva mu mukolo ne tukoma ewaka. Ne twatuuka ewaka twasanga oluggi nga lwonna lwasamye nga luggule ng'ebintu byonna biwedde wabisanyika nga n'emmese zibanja.
Nga n'emmese zibanja? Please continue.
Awo kakati ne tugamba tubuusabuusamu ne tugamba it might not be our home. Awo nze ne mukyala wange my wife ne tufuluma ne tukola investigation. Nyumba yaffe, compound yaffe, omunange none toyi yaffe.
Ulira n'oyo owulidde mbu baakola investigation.
Jjanti nozo kiraba nozolya newogera kati bibakubye nanti bakozesa bingi.
What's that?
He's saying that they're intoxicated by ganja.
Yeah.
Wait, when are you intoxicated? Yeah?
You are.
Continue with your witness.
Okay. Has he done this before?
Tandika mpola mpola. Tandika na masowaani, engapo, ebikopo bya bbumba, ebityo nga ziizo. Naye kati yakula. Ali ku mmotoka. Pikipiki, motoka ya chairman, TV zino nnene engazi. Kati anaate n'okubba abantu.
Muwulire. Kati omuntu onaamubooti. Omuntu omubooti.
Young man, do you realize that I'm your father?
Kati ono wakajjukira mbuno oli father we.
Naye nkyakyebuusabuusamu awo. I'm not sure.
Okay. Now, madam,
What made you so sure that it was your son who had done this?
Nze, oyo mukwano gwe gwolaba ya mfluencinga.
Madam, oluzungu lwogere bulungi naawe. Mbadde mmanyi mwabasobera mu biseera nga tukyali baddu abazungu bwe babasomesa si bakukkiriza lwaki okwogera oluyiba oti oluzungu lubi nnyo.
Young man.
Ate gwe kyaliko twempita young man negendereza sirikyanyiko siripadeewo twompita young man.
You need to be careful. The next word that come out of your mouth should be yes, madam, sorry, madam. Okay?
Yes, madam, sorry, madam. Okay.
Can we proceed?
Okay. So what's happened next?
Omumaze mbancha gamba mutabani wange oyo kirabika ago gakwano gwe kegamukose ebintu ebyo.
Wolereza gwe biki byowoza ogwana gobbe wazala ogwana ogobbe for goodness sake Maureen.
Mr. Negendereza nno negendereza kubanga oyo mwana twamuzaala babiri okitegeera.
Abakazi
abakazi ki kyogere
abakazi omuzaala omwana nga mulungi ng'ategeera ebitabo yasoma bulungi nnyo aba mwana wange naye obanga wazaala ogubbi ng'ogwo omwana abeera waffe. I should go for blood test. I should go for blood test.
Why?
What's the Miswaswam what? Miss
An ill-mannered child, your worship.
Oh.
So,
okay.
When you found your apartment wide open, did you report to the police?
Ate Maureen mama we yatandise nti naawe tuita police ajja kukomawo ewaka musonyiwe. I waited but after 2 days it was too much.
How sure are you it was your son who did this?
He is the only one on this planet who has a copy of the key. No one else. Maureen nagamba omwana tumuwa ekisumuluzo n'otandika okuwoza omwana analyawa bimbi enjala ejja muluma nga tetuliiwa kagende kati nagirira eruzira genda eruzira gyogenda ogiriira kati.
Nothing further, your worship. Interesting.
Any questions for the complainant?
Njagala okubabuuza bulijjo mukolera ki?
Bagambe tukolera okutubba.
Bulijjo si ye gwe agamba nti nkolerera abaana bange.
Nti nawe toli mwana wange.
Sewankam. Onaatera okunyiiza.
People, calm down.
It's hard, it's hard.
Amakati, nze nange. Engeri gy'agamba mbu buli lunaku akolerera nze. Nange nagenda nenkwata ku bintu byange. Ebyange bye mukolerera kubanga ogamba buli lunaku nti okolerera nze. Ate besides n'enjala yali ennuma mulowooza nali ngenda kulyawa.
Any more questions?
Tewali naye gwe abo bafala bali balowooza onooli awo
babuuzi
enjala ekuluma ennyumba ebidde ebintu mulimu entebe mulimu amasepiki mulimu buli kimu gwe enjala ekuluma nga ebintu bijaawo
tulyewa
wendiziiri eri.
Can we have silence in this court? You can step down now.
I'm going for blood test.
Prosecution, any more witnesses?
Your worship, Prosecution calls Mr. Nyondo Solomon, whose lorry was used to ferry the goods. Mr. Nyondo, do you solemnly swear to speak the truth and nothing but the whole truth, so God help you?
True story.
Okay, please tell us. How do you know those young men over there?
We guy. Naganye dawa kutanga man. Negendereza bwe kyayigwe. Olira negendereza.
Do you know those young men there?
Gwe chechi olibadde ki? Usuruzi. Akatayi. Gwe akatayi jajjawo era wandika ekiraamo. Yakutera mutaje wasi. Akasati kasiuse olina tikawese stimulame.
Young man, that is stereotyping.
Ida. Oli wanowooza young men gwatuzala. Kanula amasa ayinga ente erinnya loli.
Will you control yourself, young man?
Sorry, madam.
Can we proceed?
Do you know those young cows over there?
Younger cow. Ani kuita cow.
Silence. You told the man not to call you young man.
Young cow.
And he has not called you young man. And counsel, please stop calling people names.
Okay.
Cow.
Yes, Your Worship. Could you please...
Now I noise.
Indeed. Tell us what happened on the 30th of September.
I will tell you. Those young men there, they came to me looking for the car.
After they got the car, what happened next?
They were ngamba nti bagala bavugira mali yabo. Kujitwala wa kubesi yawe.
Yeah, so what happened thereafter?
Kati awo ne bantwala kunju gye tulina okusomba ebintu. Omwami oyo woteddeni nga they start batandika kupakira bintu babiteeka ku motoka. Ate gwe kyali gwe nkyakubanja sente zange mwasituza ebintu. Mwasituza ebintu.
Omanja ati?
Tewasituza ebintu.
Sakusasula.
Tewasasula tezali kugundi. Tezali kugundi.
Quiet. Can we have silence in this court and some order? This is not a market. This is my courtroom. Can you please behave yourselves?
Ye jaji piro ze yatwala ne hanga kati nze ndi musasudde ntya mugamba mumpayiriza nti ndi mubbi uya mumaso gammwe uyo.
Can you control yourselves?
Yes, madam.
Why are you shouting?
I don't know.
Let's proceed.
Okay. So what's happened thereafter?
One more after, then we drove to the Thug's mansion.
What?
Ekizimbe ky'abaseegu.
Counsel, how do you...
Your Worship, I'm quite intelligent, you know.
Thank you for the information, though.
I was just being sarcastic, Your Worship.
Well, there won't be any sarcasm when I hold you in contempt of court.
So what happened after?
Kati oyagala nkubulire buli kimu ne kali akabi nkajjeyo ke bakola.
Yes, tell me everything.
Kale, as you ask, kati we twatuuka omukono gwoyo omukyali oyo alina omutwe gwa buffalo wali ku dashboard. N'amala n'agugjawo n'aguteeka ku ki n'anyola omunyolo n'aggulawo oluggi. Weyaggulawo oluggi ne lweggula n'afulumya okugera okwata left nate maye motoka gyenvuga ya right hand ate muno mu Uganda emotoka eza left hand ntono nnyo. Kakati waggulawo oluggi n'afulumiza okugulu kwa left n'okwa right n'akufulumya kwonna n'agenderako n'agenda n'akuba oluggi n'alunziriza. kati olwamala n'afuluma yenna nange nenfuluma nampita tijangu onkwatireko wano tusitule wano nange nakola kye bandagidde kati otunula
Counsel?
Yes, Your Worship. Okay, just tell us the important things.
The truth is, I didn't see any important thing there. The only thing that I saw, that man, they carried the things, they put them on my car, and they told me, go, vamos. After reaching there, that young man with a big head, with a sacromaciative head, he paid me off. I went back to the stage. That's all.
Okay. Nothing further, Your Worship.
Thank you.
Any questions for the witness?
Nedda.
Ogusajja ogwo nagusasula. Naye kati gwagala era ngusasula sente endala bannange.
Nja kubanjiza wano mu kooti.
Genda eri.
Nja kubanjiza wano.
Tolina kyojja kumanja ng'omanja otya. Olina wabba sente za.
Olowooza kyakabiki.
Order.
Madam, no. The thing is...
I say silence. I think you're done with your questioning.
Yes,
you
madam.
can step down now, sir.
Thank you.
Prosecution, call your next witness.
Prosecution calls Afande Opolot, the officer who apprehended the accused. Afande.
Yes.
Do you solemnly swear to speak the truth and nothing but the whole truth?
Yes, I do.
Afande Opolot.
Yes.
Do you know those young boys over there?
Ni musajja gwe. Kiki omutwe gukuwadde.
Young men.
Yes, I am the one who caught them. See, we have been investigating them for a while now. It was not the first time someone had complained about those two men over there. Yeah, was it? Those two. When those two came forward, we knew it was a breakthrough. Since it was the parent of one of the boys, we started investigating. When we found the house where they had kept the goods, they had sold off almost everything. We are saying there's very little hope of finding them, since most of the stuff were household stuff like chairs, cups, knives, and many more other things.
Did they ever deny stealing the goods or the items? Okay. Nothing further, Your Worship.
Any questions for the witness?
Nedda.
You can step down now, sir.
Yes,
Prosecution,
Your
do
Worship.
you have any more witnesses?
No more witnesses, Your Worship.
Okay. With those remarks, it's my view that the prosecution has established a prima facie case. And that means answer. Do you two have any witnesses?
Magulu mpaji mubulire.
It's your turn to speak. No need to raise your hand.
Can I go and ease myself?
What do you want?
Can I go and ease myself?
But we are almost done.
But Judge, I'm dying.
Okay. Court adjourned for 10 minutes. I suggest that you both instructions anymore. Go right ahead. Where were we? Defense witnesses. Counsel, where are they accused?
I don't know, Your Worship.
Does anyone know where they are? Bailey Foponi, where are they accused? I thought you escorted them to their easing area.
I did, Your Worship.
They just vanished in thin air. Have you notified the police?
Yes, Your Worship. I waited outside. When I went in 5 minutes, I did not get them.
In 5 minutes, in my chambers. Court adjourned till further notice.
NTV, turning on your world.
Ideally, we all have the right to express our opinions and views truthfully and openly.
Atele long tugenda katongole mbukasam.
Kampala bwerere mwansomo the bus. The discussion is still going on in the bus.
Tulina okugumira challenges ezimu gwe tuba tulina okugoba abatembeeyi mwami lukwaga agumanga abatembeeyi mugende mbadde ngala kunyonyola omwami yagambye nti meya lukwago ye meya omutuufu
gavumenti ekutte lukwago emunyigira mu nsonga takyekyusa.
Welcome back to minibus kyogereko.
Singa omusajja abankwana nga njagala sifa ku kya ssente wabula nfa ku mbeera yeyisa
alimba ono
This is minibus kyogereko.
There's more to the plan, right?
Dr. Besige, are you telling us on this show tonight
when he broke
that it's
the rules,
okay to break rules?
people worth becoming leaders should not break rules.
Joseph Kony is defeated. He's on the run with his tail between his legs.
You cannot sit back and allow Somalia to continue to be in chaos.
I'm a Messiah. I will leave office if we allow an environment where people freely elect their leaders.
You say correctly that the problem of Africa is leaders staying in power for so long.
What I said, staying in power without mandate of the people.
Katugende maaso ne Dr. Sempanji. Mu Moshi finally mwatuula ekintu kyammwe kyayitamu.
Kyayitamu bulungi nnyo. Otuli mwezi gwa March. Era bwe twamala buli munaddayo gyava. Ku nnyonyi twali twaddayo ne mwami binayisa omugenzi zaake Toko.
Brigadier.
Brigadier Toko. Ate nga yali muvuzi wa nnyonyi.
Okay.
Naye twatambula naye okudda mu America. Watawo by May nga batugamba ebyamini bikoze eki
byawedde dda.
Byawedde dda.
wakomawo finally 79 wakomawo wano
nakomawo wano kubanga anti batulonda nga tuli Moshi twali tulina okudda wano batufune ebifo byaffe naye nno abajja ne mwami Lule balwawo okutuyita era nzijukira omwami Paulo Wangola yawandiika ebbaluwa ndowooza nebeera security ne mu UN ng'egamba waliwo abantu abatubbi yafa naye Uganda to taking our positions kubanga twali government yalondebwa nga tuli mu exile
UN gye mweronderayo yaliyo enduulu yali akuba ya bwereere
yaliyo naye oluvannyuma twakomawo wano tutandika National Consultative Council twamitinga mu Conference Center chairman waffe yali Lugumayo yali era nzina yali chairman kubanga batuyitanga ba returnees naye nga ate abasigala bano batwabayitanga stays kakati nzina yali chairman wakakiiko ako akagaziya ba returnees etuyingiza mbani ba stays tugenda mu maaso naye nga bomanyi ebyalule tebyalwawo ndoza ennaku bazinkaaga mu 8 yali tavuddeeko
nga naye agenze
kubanga balonda akakiiko ka ratification committee era mwami Paulo Wangolo nga chairman waako kati mwami Lule n'alonda abaminisita etumugamba sebo abaminisita boolonze bateekwa okujja bayisibwa eki kakati mugenzi gwesibingila ne Nyanzi babyanga mu State House sawa bina ndoza bagamba mwami Lule nti ate gwe president bw'okola ekintu ate walwa atakiddamu
bamuwanga amagezi
yesikamye ku constitution ya 67 enkaaga mu 7 kati ekyava mutugenda Entebbe tutuule Entebbe twayogera bakuba paka sawa mukaga musanvu kati mwami Lule nga n'okuddamu ne mwami Lule tali tumanyi bya polisi byaki byakusika mugwa kubanga ndowooza ebyaddamu teweza wadde eddakiika paragraphs bazalinganga nnya
yayogeranga professor mwali mwagalala ndage okay
yali abyabigana naye nga yesigamye constitution ya 67 kati bakalulu nikamuwangula naye nga musaawa eyo
akamujjamu confidence
tubuuza n'anaabeera president twabeere Moshi mu Uganda tulina okufugibwa men of substance era kyobula twalonda mwami Lule
abasajja
ab'omuzinzi kakati Lule bw'avaako kibuuzo kiri tuzaawani akyusi
binayise
era mwami Museveni oyo kiro yagenda kunoonya ani
binayisa yanyumyanga nti bajjanga bannoonya
bamunoonya ekiro ekyo ate ng'ekyalina kulayizibwa ye president
ebintu byali biwanvu ebyobufuzi bino ate ojja otya obigatte n'okulabirira abaana
okugenda mu byobufuzi saalina nnyo choice kubanga benkugambye batuyite Moshi era Moshi yalira ebibiina ndowooza kumpi 28
byali
Moshi
byali bingi
nga chairman wa Africa oba director wa Africa Foundation
kozi waje tandika 7 mugumu
bwenagendayo kabe tutuuka wano nga ate bwe nali ebungereza nali treasurer mu Uganda tukola ekibiina kyabanga kyabamu nnyo UPC John Luwulizo abo Magezi Pascal Mukasa yebanonda ate ng'egyo nali omulokole batreasurers ababeeranga balyanga nga ssente
ne bakwesiga ggwe
emyaka 3 gyonna gye nali ebungereza nga ndi chairman kale nno awo nengenda butelevu mu UPC era bwe tubeera wano bajjanga ebibiina ffenna 28 oluvannyuma nga lwo plan ey'okuzza Obote era mwami Binayise nga ye president yagoba mwami Lulangalanga oyo kubanga Lulangalanga yali ng'ateekateeka byakuzzaani Obote ne bamugoba neti yavaako kati ngenda okuwulira ng'ate mwami Binaisa ayagala okugoba David Oito Jok amwadde obwambasada ne mugamba ssebo
agenda amusuule
ne mugamba ssebo tokwala kwani Oito Jok ge magye kali waliwo yali minisita omukulu
wali muyi w'amagezi awo
anti twalingana naye Binaisa nnyo mu Amerika twali tumanyiganye tubamukwana kali waliwo mugenzi Nabudere ne Lugumayo Nabudere n'asungwala ng'akutte constitution eza buli kika n'agamba oli mubulizi wanjiri genda ku kituuti
ajuliza amateeka
genda ku kituuti ne mugamba ssebo sirina kyeŋŋaanye naye president omulamba yagoba lulangalanga oba yali adda oba yali ani aganye okuvaako kati ogoba otya okwatota kwani
oli omuntu wansi eri gyakulemedde ate olwono
era ebyange tibyawulizibwa ne balangirira Oito Jok bamututewa mu Algiers kugenda okuwera ssaawa awo nga 3 twasulanga wano mu Apollo Hotel sawa nga 3 ng'emmundu evuga
mu Kampala muno
hoteli ng'enyinya bweti
abamagye batabuse
kubanga n'aba escort abatanzania kubanga olwo nga ndi minister mu rehabilitation nesindika abasirikale mugende kumulaba ekiri ewabweru ne bagamba nti teri mutawaana abasirikale bajaguza Oito Jok akoze
agenze
aganye okugenda
yagaana
era ekiro ekyo mwami Binaisa bamuteeka mu ki mu House Arrest era
bwe ku ssimu awo
nagendayo bugenzi tutwalina amasimu gano nagendayo bugenzi nangamba nti aba pastors nali badde nkuwuliriza naye
ensobi ye yagikkiriza
ensobi yagikkiriza kati ebyobufuzi ne bigenda nga bikaki mu maaso tufunye olwazeewo muwanga ne mwami Museveni be yali deputy chairman owa military commission muwanga nga ye chairman ali muwanga na taking over naye nga plan eriwo yakomyawo ani
Obote
yakomyawo Obote
twolekera ekinaana awo
twolekera ekinaana
okulonda simanyi nakwo wabirimu awo
nabirimu kulonda kuganye kulonda kugeze eki
kwagaana
okulonda kuganye
nawe wakimanya nti babba bubbi
sakimanya
wabiwulira luvannyuma
nze nabiwulira luvannyuma ate manya mu UPC nali chief whip nze nali busy kuorganizinga kibiina kyaki kya UPC
naye wagenda okulira ekintu kyagwira saidi yamu kogwe weewaawo
nga weewaawo netubiyingira
okay so finally ne babagamba mwami Museveni agenze mu nsiko
mwami Museveni agenze mu nsiko
wasigalako kuno ye
nasigalako nasigalako ati kutegeeza nali chief whip ate era nga sinza kuva wano ab'oku nguudo
wali olwotandikidde ddala ng'oli set bulungi mu mulimu
kubanga bwe nva mu America tuzze wano kutandika National Consultative Council mukyala yava Rwanda yali mukazi munyarwanda tutandika naye mu nkomyewo mu 79 nakafeeno n'abaana basatu Nolato Pista nina musisi baana bawala kakati banaafa yali manga awegenda nakulabya obba bwafa omukyala bamuwasa kakana kato talina kutamanyi kuba edawa ati obwana bwe bwasulanga awo kasasiro naye nga nsomesa mu gospel nsomesa Sunday school obwana bw'omukazi oyo nakafe bujja mu Sunday school tebumanyi wadde tebugendaako mu class waddemu naye buli mubuuza ekyatwasoma Sunday weddeko bugola omukono
bwekijjukira
nenewuunya amagezi g'obwana obwo kaali bwe nagenda mu Holland nenfuna mukyalo kumaakana nnyama okunguudo ntansina omukyalo oyo nakafeero n'abaana abo basatu
so mu 8 awo osigalawo otwale mu maaso omulimu gwo
nasigala
weewaawo nga instability yali etandise olwo ate
yali etandise era okuddamu
ng'era oli mukono
mukono ngenze oluvannyuma twasimba twalinanga homu z'abaana nga 9 naye mu 86 okutandika homu ey'eddandira kubanga twali tuzimbye essomero ng'abaana bwe twajjanga ku nguudo abamu bagenze mu university batandise okusomesa ne bagamba daddy bampitanga daddy lwaki naffe tukola ki tutukola ensomero lyaffe kubanga luli obwana abo ne bagendanga mu ssomero abantu babwagala abaana bayaaye ne bagamba balabanga bantu bagenza okuzanya omupiira gwe kwata kitabo kono singo omwana mu class tagenda kuddayo kuta
ekyo byaye bajja kikomya
era bwe gwali abaana abakoze bulungi nnyo kubanga tubajja abaana abasuka kakaaga ku nguudo kali kusaawa wenjogera abali mu America abasubazibikanga 7-8
professional bakugu bali eyo
bakugu omwana omuyaaye mugezi mu science kubala sports batusobola kudduka misinde tuweeyibala kubeera mu kuluguuda bana talise zonna
katukomewo otandikirawo tovaawo nkyali ne Dr. Kefa Sempanje. Tuwaye webale nnyo okutwegattako ekiseera tuli mu kya kumpi twolekera kati omwaka omujja tubuzaayo akaseera katono nnyo mwebale nnyo okutwegattako yonna gye musinziira nze Frank Olusimbi ku bench olunaku olwaleero era tugenda kugamba ebigambo nga bulijjo nina omusajja wa byafaayo mu Uganda wano abajjukira ebintu by'okulabirira abaana ab'oku nguudo gye byatandikira tosobola kubyogerako ng'omukulu ono tomwogeddeeko y'omu wano kuba naddiini ab'enzikiriza y'abalokole abasookera ddala okuweereza amiini n'abagomosa nga ayagala okubalemesa okubuulira enjiri Dr. Reverend Kefa Sempanje nsanyusa okulaba.
Nange nsanyusa okulaba ssebo.
Nkuyise mulokole kituufu?
Kituufu.
Naye nga ekkanisa gy'olimu kati ye Presbyterian?
Yeah, Presbyterian.
Birina enjawulo?
Njawulo si aba Presbyterian baba mu Reformation yatandikibwa Martin Luther nga aba mu kanisa y'Abakatoliki.
Okay.
Ne bagenda ba John Knox. Era Reformation mwe muva Church of England. Ne Church of Uganda nayo mweva wabula nti ebungereza King Henry ekyamujje nnyo mu Bakatoliki nga n'omukyala mulago ayagala okwasa n'olwekyo ebyenjigiza doctrine tiyabigenda mu nnyo naye bonna ogenda mu Scotland, Ireland, wala wonna bo emphasis yaabwe ekyakigendererwa kwawukana mu byensomesa doctrine.
Okay. Wana Uganda otandika ddi okufuuka omuweereza owa Katonda ow'amaanyi? Tusinga ojja nnyo mu limelight by'abalokole wano.
Naye nze nali okukera tukutendereza
aba kanisa ya Uganda.
Kanisa ya Uganda y'Emirembe.
Okay.
Headmaster wange yali omwami Bikangaga. Headmaster owa Makerere College School.
Okay.
Kati abafulu gospel abazungu babulirira nga wabweru wao.
Kanisa yabo nakati weeri.
Weeri nenga omutaputa omuzungu ayogera kino omutaputa
ayongeramu bibye.
Mbikanga nangamba lwatugende nsaba omuzungu oyo.
Oluzungu wali lutegeera bulungi.
Lutegeera bulungi. Omuyambe kubanga omusajja oli amuvunulira sirowooza nti byayogera bituufu.
Okay.
Tugenda okuvunulira yasooka ya Lezero. Babulira enjiri yawo wabweru.
Leslie Brown.
Lezero.
Okay.
Lezero. Kati oluvannyumako amasajja ono omwami ono John Obiri eyava Yebowa yava Ghana. Naye wagendera okujja twali n'abaami omwami Lubega, Katongole, Matofu n'abalala.
Mmwe bakijjaana awo mu kanisa.
Naye bano bannange nani mpandisa akatabo teako erinnya ki missionary days are over. Kakati abamissionary tebakyagala.
Oli mu class kiggwa wandiika olwo?
Nga ndi tujja mufulu gospel naye nga nsoma mu University Makerere.
Okay.
Kati abazungu ekigambo mission days are over tebakyagala naye nalinda banti abamissionary baali abantu bano ababuulizi b'enjiri abaffe n'ebintu bagenda batuwandikako kubanga nagendako e Canada eyo nga tebikwatagana bulungi.
History baali
nga bamukyusaamu
bye baagala.
Yes. Kaati waliwo omwami bamutanga Ntende Musabya Amin yali secretary wa religious affairs. Nangamba nti omusajja yazzi wano ng'ava Ghana byayogerako namwe ne bamukwadagana tugende mutusisinkane tugende ekibuye ne mwami Ntende oyo
ekibuye wali
kati awali prayer palace
right.
Yes. Waliwo mwami Musisi yaddukanyaawo
Grievous.
Yes.
Okay.
Kakati twasisinkana nitukolanganyawo ne John Obiri. Era nangamba nti nange nkwetaaga onnyambe kubanga nange sitano mutaputa. Kale ne ngendawo.
Ovudde mu full gospel.
Mvudde mu full gospel. Neno John Obiri
yava olongo oli mulokole ba Jesu akumanyi Luzungu.
Nga ndi mulokole.
Omaze okukkiriza
obulokole kubanga sira kutegeeza mbu batukutendereza.
Okay.
Era saabivaamu. Mwami Obiri ono yali mukatuliki mukuloka kwe. Kali bwe yava mu katuliki ebintu byonna bye bakosanga mu katuliki yajja nabyo. Bubaani, kandozi, amazzi, emisalaba byonna yajja nabyo. Era ndowooza abantu nga kubanga Idi Amin yayita John Obiri.
Nakiwulira ekyo.
N'ekibuuzo kyamubuuza kyali yamugamba nti ndi faddi.
Amin yabuuza.
Yagamba nti obaga oli nabbi nze ndi faddi. Kobiri olifa mu mwezi gwa March. Kakati ekigambo nekisaasaana wano.
Teyamubulira mwaka.
Teyamubulira mwaka. Kale ndowooza Abasiraamu ne bagamba Idi Amin ekyo omusajja omwegendereza bwe ekigambo kyayogera oyinza okutufaako mu mwezi gwaki ogwokusatu. Idi Amin nga akyamuka nga akyuka nga agamba gundi amugobye.
Kyagobye Obiri.
Obiri.
Nawulira mbu Amin yali alooza yali wa CIA yali atya nnyo abalokole.
Naye ate nga John Obiri attachment yonna ku bazungu. Wabula nti abantu abaagendanga ekibuye nga kikwewuunyisa obungi bw'abantu abo.
Nga n'Amin akyewuunya.
Nga naye akyewuunya. Kaakati ate nga nze Idi Amin mu biseera by'ensanvu eyo yagalako ngende Sandhurst kubanga twali ebyamagye kubanga bwe nga ndi Makerere nga ndi chairman w'aba students aba arts twakola amazina naye nga buli ajja mu mazina ayambadde enkofiira tulowooza lwaki tuyita Idi Amin ono ndaba naye muzirikale eka neewuunya nnyo nagamba Makerere mu university kino kitalo kubanga abayigiriza abo tubadde tubatya biki nangamba genda omufunye abayizi kusoma medicine kubanga yetaaga abasawo
wakuliranga banno bwe mwa performinga ngawo
twanzira bakulira executive yonna tugenda nanjagala nnyo ate nawe nakujja ku mazina era ngamba ngende Sandhurst naye nno Professor Todd yali professor of School of Fine Art. Nangamba kimwana gwe yokola bulungi oluzungu mbadde njagala nkweze mu university gye nasomera mu London okumewo otwale ekifo kyange. Kale bw'nawulira ekigambo ekyo ebya Idi
Amin n'obivaako ebya Sandhurst.
Kale bw'afuuka president ate n'awulira nti lukwagala nani Obiri nekireeta omutawaana
yakuma mwamanyigana n'Amin nga tannafuuka ng'ali muduumizi w'amagye ebiseera
yes ekyatawo omutawaana kubanga byatandika ebigambo by'abaana waliwo mwami bamutanga Jolejjo Kiwanuka yatandika Express
FC
era aba Express bajjanga ekibuye tubasabira
bagenda mu
kisaawe nakuba amagoolo
tiimu y'amaanyi
tiimu y'amaanyi kaakati waliwo omusajja yajja nga Mutookero yali ava kolola eyo company of abali embassy ya America ng'aliranye ennyumba y'omugenzi Limbazi zaake eriko minisita mu biseera by'obote wano omwami nga Mutookero n'agamba enjiri eno njabadde njagadde nnyo naali agadde oggyeko ewange obulya famire yange
ekigambo
kati ne mpusaba mwami ko Jojo nja kuwerekera bwe tutuuka eyo Jojo yamusajja mwogezi ng'eddoboozi ery'amaanyi tutusanga ennyumba nzigule naye abatuyise tebaliwo n'agamba omusajja yasumira bwerere ono luzungu lwaki bamufuira bwerere oyinza okuyita abantu kusaawa 10
ate n'otabeerawo
twayogeraawo mu ddire dekera ndowooza nga 5 jojo nga tugende tuba tufuluma bwe tuti akaana kava mu kisenge eri kawanvudde akube kati nikali tukwogera jondi kujulira kabuuza taata waluddawa nengamba kana tekaboggolera nnyo tukatiisa akali kakabwe kati emikono tugenda mu kisenge nga wansi wajjudde omusaayi omusaayi ebitundu by'amatu ebyolulimi famire yonna bagise musaayi kaana kano tibakata keekwe ka wansi w'ekitanda kali bwe kaba tochi yange gye battamu taata waako erisobola kwogera naye katwalire kasubi twasubira okuzimba amaka g'abaana mu 7 mu ogumu watabwe ennaku ntono nekatandika okwogera ninkabuuza kiki kyaliwo nekatubuulira abasirikale bajja bakwata taata we maama we baganda be baki basisita mpozi akaana kano omwami oli ali akola mu gavumenti kakati Idi Amin wali musema mutanga Malela
Malela yali mmaje oyo
bo basindika okujja okunkwata enkolagana n'omusajja gulaki
zaake
oli gubatta oli bamutanga okero era kati akaana ako mwe mwafa wano nze okugoba wano mu bisira bya Amini now escape inabibwani katabu kata distant grave era bagenda kafulumya nga movie ndozo mwaka guno ogenda okutanga
bagenda kaja mu film Malela yakunoonya wano nawe akoleko omulimu
yanoonya bubi nnyo
mpulira bamunyumyako bibi byerere
bajja ne Land Rovers 3 naye omusajja yali asomera ekibuye nga musajja mulokole musirikale ye yamponya
yakulabula
n'atufulumya akati twekweka batuyanga saawa nga zigenda nga musaawa emu nga linsomesa mu university kakati nafunira ssente okulinnya akamba basi nve wano ŋŋendebwa Nairobi mukyalo twagenda naye n'akaana kange ka first born bwe tuya ku border Uganda Kenya border nze simanyi nti tokkirizibwa kufulumya ssente zisuka siringi 10
ekya Uganda
eza Kenya nazo naye bali bampadde bano emitwalo ssente za Kenya 5 kakati omusajja gye twayitanga nga babalina kuba cekinga noono omusirikale yantika mu baasi yali agamba nti ate alwana kyafujja kuyitawo kubanga singa nayinga mu kayumba ako saali fulumye naye omusajja walaba ssente za Kenya 5 sino swalabwa kumusa nti ndi mu kutambula nasinzijako nansiza siringi za Kenya 10
kyolina okuba nakyo
ebina
nabyesigaliza
naye abasirikale wali bamulaba kyava nsamba yansamba nga 2 nempulira nga n'amagezi gampete kanzali ku baasi
kutambula na ssente kikusamba
naye yawe kwali okuwona kwange kubanga akakayumba saali fulumyemu
yandikoze ekisingaawo
naye tuuke Nairobi olwo nsigaza twasulawo sigaza siringi 2 mu nsawo tutuka ku airport kubanga omukyalo yali professor wange yampeeza air ticket tutuka ku airport wali omusajja musamya byawula twogera Oluganda mwana weeka n'abasanyukira n'akwata omugugu atukutuyisaawo ne muwa siringi 2 zile zaawe n'agamba kisinda omusajja neyamponya bali bakirekinga ssente siringi 2 ezaki eze Kenya bakitanga airport fee za 2 kale twatwagulwe ne bazinsaba neziba omusajja nengamba mutuufu
ate oli naye mponeddaawo
ntegeeza Mukama anyambiddeawo naye era mu America namala emyaka 6 kati
okuva mu Kenya wagenda buterevu
nagenda mu Holland omwami omusajja president wa seminary munasomera mu America Westminster Seminary nga mukwani wa professor wange wa
ene Uganda
mu Holland kati bwansange ne mubula story yonna nga batujja mu America nimugamba naye eya tiketi empapula ezikuyita byona emusajja yabituweereza mu Holland. Tugenda mu Hague ne profesa wange okufuna visa. Kati profesa wange yali omusajja mukulu sitayi yagamba omusajja mu America nti ono refugee. Omwami kanaga tekisoboka. Tutwala baki
banoonyi babubuddamu
tekisoboka. Tuve Hague tuvuuza okukomawo mu Holland mu Amsterdam. Waliwo akayimba katono nnyo kakola ku ba students aba America kutwagagamba ki American students. Nengamba profesa wange lwakisigezaako wano omusajja nawulya obusungu yalowooza nti Abafrika baliwo ekisobokugo kubanga twogedde n'omuambasada mu America saawa namba n'agaana naye munnange bwandekawo naye obusungu bumukutte
n'oyingira akasenge
nenyongera akasenge akayumba akasenge kali ku Rex Museum awo mu Amsterdam. Omusajja atunuulira namwe empapula zange zonna n'atunuulamu temuli bukyamu nawalaba student staff n'akoonamu nga ndowooza mpozi agambye nti nedda. Have a good time in America.
Kogwe nti leero luno
nengaki byange biwedde.
Bwotyo bwogenda mu USA.
Natutwala mu USA mu 7 nensoma mu ebya seminary nemmaliriza naye waliwo abantu abajjanga mu America nga okugezaako kujja kwani Idi Amin nga mwami binaayisa ekyamani waffe
Bannayuganda ababeera mu
mwami Semogere yali mu America Bawodonkala waliwo omwami w'amawulire yava yaliko kisibani naye namakajjo naye twakuŋŋaananga nabo kaati bwabeerawo Nyerere ng'ategedde nti Idi Amin agenda naye nga Nyerere tayagala abantu bano international community egambe nti yajjako Idi Amin ne batuyita Emoshi conference gy'owulira fensinze ennwanisa Idi Amin baabo conference twaliyo bangi President Museveni yaliyo Mwanga Barutwa Dr. Alike
Martin
yes Gumayo omugenzi Omonyo Jok ne twaliyo group
olina buvunaanyizibwa ki mu lukuŋŋaana olwo olw'emo
batuyita bayitanga abantu bonna abali bagezezzaako Idi Amin
mwabamu bakiyita kusekeeterera ebikolwa ebisuula gavumenti
kubanga naye mmanyi yaliko last time American ambassador one Gordon Sambot kali tuyambanga nnyo okuva engali connect kati nga tuyamba nnyo atuwe connection n'Abayisirayiri kubanga nabo baali nga tebayisa bulungi kati badde Moshi March 1979
tugenda kukomawo otandikirawo wenyini tugenda maaso ne Tuwaye ndi ne Dr. Reverend Kefa Sempanji.
It's party time every day. Feel the music. Try out your favorite dance strokes. Watch the latest music videos from artists around the world as you dance to the beat.
Girl, you got me screaming fiesta. Body language saying whatever.
Only on the Ntv, your official groove station. We know that all music is beautiful, and that's why Ntv brings you the catalogue. Every day at 2:15 p.m. with the classics on Monday, reggae on Tuesday, country on Wednesday, Africa on Thursday, and love ballads on Friday.
You're like a dream come true. Just wanna be with you.
The beautiful sound of music only on Ntv, your official music station. Your Saturday afternoons just got better on NTV with Exposed. Join Cats and the Platinum DJs as they bring you some mad DJ skills and crazy video mixes.
You're now rocking with the best. Catch us every Saturday as we live. We take you through an experience you'll never forget.
Remember to call in with your music request. Incredible goodies. That's every Saturday from 1:30 p.m. only on NTV, the station that digs your music.
You done make me fall in love. Second time round.
NTV, turning on your world.
So, I'm guessing many of us have been in tricky situations. You know, situations that make us, think about them, or alternatively tell stories about these situations, like if you've been in a car accident, or if you failed at something really important, or if you have been conned, have actually happened and are being enacted for you. What can I tell you? Make sure you don't fall in any of these traps. This is Tricksters. Last week on Tricksters, Adnan fell victim to a salesman selling air.
So I'm sure none of you has a problem.
No.
Buying a number of shoes.
No,
okay?
no problem.
How many do you want?
For me, 3 pairs.
3 pairs.
Yes.
And
yes.
you?
I only have money for 2 pairs.
2 pairs, so 3.
Oh, okay. Kakati, kanyangwe. Ngenenda bi.
Kale, fetukulinzi wano.
Kanziji.
Kale.
No going on.
Nko tufunange ndaba aluddeyo. Ati kutotya.
Let me go in and find out what is going on.
That is better.
Yeah.
So kati soko checking olabe. Waja nze kanja. Nze ndi wano muli mbalinzi wano mwenna. Ni mwangu yangu eko
Nyabo.
Yes, please.
Where is the Indian who sells shoes?
The Indian? There is no Indian in this shop.
And an interesting photo shoot fell flat.
Hey, Shooty, glad you didn't show me the wonderful photos you took last Sunday.
Oh, don't even talk about it. That man took our money and didn't even come back.
Tonight on Tricksters, Albert and Edwin are up to their usual tricks, but this time they let someone else do their dirty work.
So you have not even given me the money I worked for all these days.
Coming up on the show, Florence is very helpful when a fellow passenger loses his money.
Conductor. Sendeze zizino. Hey! Ebitano byange bikutte. Madam, check for me. It has fallen under your seat.
And Adnan answers a job advert.
There is this firm looking for sales executives.
Now we've all noticed that taxis have the numbers engraved on the sides. Apparently, it's good for our security because taxis cannot be used to commit crimes. Bravo! But there's just one glitch. What if what goes on in the taxi has nothing to do with the conductor? Thinking about that one. With the endless traffic jams and the bonds filled with cars, you may believe that an average Ugandan owns some sort of car. Unfortunately not. Love them or hate them, commuter taxis will for a long time be the general form of transport in Uganda.
Jirani nakabanda. Sabo genda.
Tuwaye mwino olugezigezi.
Ntukira ddala.
Misalo yakunda dina.
Kunda ko. Jirani nakachamba kwa banda. Jirani nakachamba kwa banda omu. Jirani nakachamba kwa banda. Mwana loka. Tula. Jirani nakachamba kwa banda. Ogenda otuka. Kapitano. Loka. Ingira mu. Jirani nakachamba kwa banda omu. Nina kulida ku. Tuka. Wetuli. Ogenda. Tula. Jirani nakabanda. Jirani nakabanda omu.
Gwe nawe tugende olinda ki?
Ogenda? Jirani nakabanda omu. Ogende.
Making honest money takes a lot of time, but losing it can happen in a flash, even when you have not moved an inch.
Conductor. Sendeze zizino. Hey! Madam, check for me. It has fallen under your seat. Please help me to check for it. Help me. Madam, help me. It is once you want to go to Abitano. Kebeda, wow, Kebeda, I don't have any other money on me.
Kuva mukwirunda.
Aje kwero.
Wirize sente.
Ana ikati nenko sente.
Ngambye, muvuye mu
Tuwaye nawe waducha. Baba ni ndamwenda. Kwacha mpe bisabu bya.
Muna tufukira olumbe.
Mu masawo.
Yimide bavemu bano.
Masawo. Tekati muntu alawo. Taxi chamwe chiunya nokunya. Hopeless. Nokia. Wait. Kanokapia. For my girlfriend, birthday present. Wait. Kaina kashi obaba dava kukula anyo. Kadona.
Conductor Masao. Masao sep.
Ani avamu.
Nze sebo mfano.
Masao sep.
Banange nga siraba wallet yange.
Nga tuvaayo.
Siraba wallet yange ne
Fe tunalinda kuyi.
Oh my God. Ayingidde
Yaba kiki?
Wallet yange siraba n'essimu.
But that could have disappeared so fast.
Oh my God. Nate nayingidde nabyo.
Obuyo omusajja gw'obadde otudde naye yagitutte. Kale atya afulumye.
Olwa.
Now that was a professional thief. You were busy looking for his coins while he was snatching your property.
Imagine, you were saying he didn't have any money, yet even paid with a note.
Yeah, he paid with the...
1,000.
So, when in a taxi, mind your own business. You can never know what is up someone's sleeve. Let the conductor do his job. Find his money. Find his change. You are just a simple traveler. So then maybe you've noticed that we've shown you quite a number of taxi cons. But the thing is this, we can't have enough of them. It's a chance for us to show you how you need to be on your guard. Alright, that was a great track. Let's head into a commercial break. Right, now I've heard some great ads on radio. I've heard some ads about how this soap will make my dark skin lighter, or how this toothpaste will make my teeth brighter, or how this deodorant will make me smell better, or how this shampoo will wash the dirt out of my hair, or how this telecommunications promotion is much cheaper than this other telecommunications promotion, or how if this will happen, that will happen, or if you do this, that will happen, or... I'm saying too much, huh? I should stop. Oh, okay, let me stop. Right, you have a look at this. The graduation day is the highlight of every student's life, a reward for all the hard work put in over the years. Everyone is happy for you. Then comes job hunting. Pound with your envelope of certificates. Now, this is the beginning of the nightmare.
Well, that was the sound of Bebeku with the song Kasepiti. You really should learn to mind your own business, people. And if you've just tuned in, this is 102.5 City FM. Time check is 7:30 a.m. It's the job slot on City FM, brought to you by Laxis for everything organic. A reputable company with international links is looking to hire sales executives. Those interested should come to Kabuye Complex, office number 23. For more information, please call 0771 120000. Call 0771 120000. City FM. And right now, let's listen to the husky tones of Chameleon.
Come in. James, otukidde walungi. There is this opportunity for us. It is good sent.
What opportunity? Come on, fill me in. Fill me in.
Here are the details. There is this farm looking for sales executives.
See? Man, this is an opportunity for us to get on the streets.
Yeah. Yeah, let me call them.
Call.
Get more details.
The number is here. 07. No.
They are not picking yet. Hello. Yes, Jacob speaking. Yeah. Okay, we wanted to know where you were located. You were found. Yes. Okay. Thank you.
It's okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
Right. Let me get my certificates.
Okay.
We'll meet there.
Okay.
Time.
Let me also get down here.
Okay.
Come in, please.
Excuse me, madam.
Yes, please.
I am here for the job vacancy that was advertised on radio. What is the procedure?
First, you fill in the application form. Then you wait to be called for the interview. But
Yes.
you have to pay 20,000 per form.
Yes, I am.
Please fill it in with the necessary.
Madam.
Because any wrong information will be disqualified and no refund.
Okay.
A company looking for sales executives? Everyone is sure this will be a beginning. The break they're all looking for. 20,000 shillings is little enough to pay. After all, you're getting.
Okay. Thank you, madam.
Yes, please. Job application.
So, you've used up all the receipt books, eh?
Yes, sir. The one you gave me was the last one. And I've registered over 590 applicants.
That's good, eh? That's good work. And I think she'll make a good secretary. Definitely. Yeah, that's good. What time did you tell them to come?
I told them to come on Monday at around 9, 10, and 11 a.m.
Oh! Genius. Genius. Yeah, that's good. Now, today is Friday. You come on Monday at 8 a.m. and prepare for the interviews.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
So, nice weekend.
Good work. Yeah?
You keep them, okay?
Nice weekend, sir.
Yeah,
Okay.
you keep them.
Bye. Yeah? Okay, okay. Hey. Good work. Agenze. Agenze.
Can you imagine you've got cool 11 M?
11
in cash.
Oh.
In cash.
Eh? That is good. We need to celebrate.
Wow.
Let me call Ramura. Ramura Kamakubiri. Toinera. Anabe ye najigida yinze di. Achiyo yin Ram. Hello. Felix. Hey, we are going to celebrate. Ramura mugambo. Ramura. Ramura. Remwe. Sende zita zinyuma.
What's going on? Goodness, the officers are being granted. Where are my bosses? They have run away. She could have not yet even given me the money I worked for all these days. What am I going to do? Don't thieves, Wanange. Oh, but what am I going to do?
Tell these people are thieves. We paid their money, but now it's all gone up in smoke. I can't imagine it. Hello. What's going on? You know what? These people advertise jobs, and after collecting our money, they have disappeared. Imagine that advert has been running like for 1 week, and people have been lining up here.
That is not possible. I have my receipt. I filled in a form, and the lady issued me with the receipt. You see?
Yeah, there were many of us here, and we all paid cash. The job interviews are supposed to be today.
Yes, it was all fake. I'm telling you, I've just spoken to the landlady. This office was rented under a company name, which turned out not to exist after she made her inquiries.
Me, I want my money. You know where that landlady is, and she knows where those thieves must have gone. She'll have to show us.
You take us. You said you had spoken to her. Take us. Take us to the landlord. My money. It's okay. I can take you there.
Yes, 20,000 shillings is little enough to pay. Until someone else does the mathematics and goes off with all the cash. This is 100.2 Ntv FM. You're with your man Peter Katenene, and I'm on the air bringing you cons performed by con artists. If you hear about that job opportunity, make sure you know what it's all about before you dish out any money. Next track, Chiwani by Bobby Wine. Now, gone are the days when thieves will break into your car using jack, spanners, hammers, or even super keys. Now, thieves have gotten a bit more elaborate. Here is how you can lose your car right in front of your eyes.
Women. Are there things about men that confound you?
For me, you don't come here and tell me that men were men and women were women.
Do you seek to understand men better, or have you simply given up?
Maintain your respect, maintain the way you are. You're the king in the house.
Not every man walks up to you, wants to marry you.
Are men really complex?
Sometimes a girl needs her man to say your hair looks good.
Even when it does.
If I see a girl every day for 14 days, at the end of the 14 days, she'll have fallen in love with me.
Do you think an ex is a necessary part of every relationship?
I'm not going to pick up the phone to call my ex-girlfriend to go out.
Your girlfriend starts going to dinner with her ex-boyfriend.
That's not acceptable.
No, why is it?
Thank you very much.
The arousal begins in the mind first.
5 things that you look for in a woman that you want to marry.
When a woman is pregnant, they are hit on even more because it is a sign of fertility.
Men, every Wednesday at 9:50 p.m. only on NTV. We know that all music is beautiful, and that's why NTV brings you the catalogue. Every day at 2:15 p.m. with the classics on Monday, reggae on Tuesday, Wednesday, Africa on Thursday, and love ballads on Friday.
You're like a dream come true. Just wanna be with you.
The beautiful sound of music only on NTV, your official music station.
My God is good, yo.
It's more than just good music.
God is able to do just what he said he would do.
It's uplifting, intimate praise and worship. Featuring the latest in gospel. To exploring the word and sharing with Uganda's top gospel artists.
I am one of those most celebrated gospel artists in East Africa.
GXP is your one-stop for encouragement and blessings.
Praise and worship is a strong component on GXP.
Every Sunday only on NTV, your official inspiration station.
Did you know people were even greeting and bowing for me?
I made that possible. When greed consumes all,
Chief, all I'm telling you is to please stay away from this bakery. Run! Chief!
Now, Kiriki, if you want to threaten me with something more tangible. Not police, we have been seeing police.
the stories are telling.
Message from the Holy Spirit.
Watch African drama every day, Rising with the Sun. AfriPix on NTV.
We are just one day away from the start of the new year 2013, and what a memorable year 2012 has been. Now we want to hear your views tonight on your favorite story here on NTV this year, so be sure to have your say in our NTV Weekend poll. Welcome to NTV Weekend Edition. I am Rachel Arinitwe. Coming up tonight, over 200 people receive aid in Labala Parish, Emu district, after their huts were burnt by members of the Bakedo clan on Boxing Day. Plus, in a special entertainment feature for the new year, E-Profile, Gabriel Penu catches up with the music star Irene Nambiru. All this and so much more up ahead, but first, let's take a look at the headlines. 2 arrests are made and drugs seized as the probe continues into the death of the late Butaleja woman MP Serena Nebanda. Graft investigations continue in the public service sector, this time allegations of irregular payments to a law firm. Also tonight, as fighting in the Congo pauses, why are hundreds upon hundreds of refugees still flooding into Uganda? And with just over 24 hours to go until we say goodbye to 2012 and usher in 2013, securities stepped up as final preparations are well underway. Once again, we're glad you could join us. I am Rachel Arinitwe. Before we take you to tonight's main news, let's begin with our NTV Weekend poll question for tonight. And of course, as 2012 draws to a close, we want to hear from you, and we are asking, what was your most memorable story on NTV in 2012? To have your say, text to 8778 followed by your name and your location. I will be reading some of your comments during and at the very end of tonight's newscast. Now, top tonight, and police have arrested 2 suspected drug dealers at Muyenga Tank Hill as investigations continue into the death of Butaleja woman MP Serena Nebanda. Ugandan national Betty Seguja alongside a Guinean national identified as Pascal Kamono are tonight helping the police with their inquiries at Kabalagala police station. Meanwhile, a search is on for Nigerian Basilo Kwonko, who is on the run. Police say they have recovered cocaine, marijuana and other drugs with documents linking Rashid Bat, who was arrested earlier and linked to Adam Suleiman Kalunji, the alleged boyfriend to the late Nebanda. Jingo Francis reports.
Drop the truth. Drop the truth. I came to Uganda on that face. What do you know about? Kill me. Kill me. I can't stand for what I don't do. I don't know nothing about.
A Guinean national Pascal Kamono screamed at Muyenga Tank Hill, where police says they have recovered a source of drugs allegedly linked to the death of Butaleja woman MP Serena Nebanda.
I don't know about it.
Kamono was arrested alongside Betty Seguja in a house rented by a Nigerian national and Pastor Bashir Okonko.
With the drug here.
Me myself, I did not have anything.
You were in the house, there was drug in the house.
So why do you just sell it?
No, these people, they know when I come. I just came here. I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. They can't be facing this kind of shit.
Police was tipped off by residents of Muyenga under community policing after seeing 8 Chinese nationals in a house for a number of days.
Ibintu nange bigamune bunyiza nange mvana ku police eri community police for a statement bikebe.
Police has recovered cocaine, marijuana and other drugs and Western Union money transfer documents in the names of Bashir Okonko, a Nigerian national who is on the run, and Rashid Bat, who was arrested earlier in connection with Adam Suleiman Kalunji, the alleged boyfriend to Serena Nebanda.
Is the same name here where the pastor is sending money to him while he's in Pakistan. Now, it is the same house of Bazil where we have found the drugs.
Rashid Boot has been arrested by police. He's from Buziga. The same Rashid Boot, he is married to a woman called Fatuma. Fatuma gave drug to her brother called Khan. Khan went and supplied to Adam Kalunji, alias Rudi. And of course, Kalunji now gave Nabenda. So we have really established the link. We now believe that the drug that killed Nebanda came from this person. This is the source.
Then he called me to come here. I came here. He's the one that directed me to this man. He's here. I know this man. I don't know this man before.
The two are being detained at Kabalagala police station as investigations continue. Just before Christmas, the government released a report claiming that the MP died of drug and alcohol abuse, a report that was rejected by Nebanda's family and a section of MPs. Jingo Francis, NTV.
Also, police are investigating the loss of 8 billion shillings that was allegedly irregularly paid to a law firm that was said to be handling a case of over 6,400 pensioners that sued government for failing to remit their benefits. Police investigation sources allege that officials from the Ministry of Public Service colluded with the law firm to pay out the money before the case was concluded. This new development comes as investigations into the mismanagement of over 100 billion shillings from the public service continues. Sudirbi Arhanga with that story.
The 8 billion shillings under investigation is said to have been picked from the pension basket to clear off a case between Charles Sobola, 6,401 other pensioners versus the Attorney General in 1998. Before the case was concluded, it is alleged that 3.1 million shillings was deposited on each of the aggrieved pensioners' accounts, prompting the Attorney General to write to the Ministry of Public Service asking why the money was released. According to the Attorney General's query, 8 billion shillings was paid to a law firm yet to be identified and allegedly used some of the money to silence the pensioners who claimed they had not got their remittances for years. The money that the pensioners were demanding is said to be over 10 billion shillings. Critics say that in normal practice, in instances where an accused ministry loses a case, it is the government that meets the expenses, which according to detectives, paying a law firm would have happened after the conclusion of the case. It is alleged that the former permanent secretary of the Public Service Ministry, Jimmy Ramafa, and the principal accountant Obe Christopher have a case to answer on why they allegedly authorized payment of colossal sums of money to a law firm. It is further alleged that the officials will be charged with embezzlement, conspiring to commit a crime, and abuse of office, among others. This comes at a time when government is under pressure from donors to quickly prosecute the officials involved in graft, pay back the money found to have been mismanaged, and prove to the donors that their taxpayers' money will be spent on the intended programs. Sudil Biarhanga, NTV.
President Yoweri Museveni has this evening delivered his New Year message as he reflects on 2012 and looks ahead to 2013. Now, our team covered the speech, and here is part of what the president had to say as he talked of economic recovery for the country.
Fellow countrymen and countrywomen, I greet all of you. I congratulate you on finishing 2012 and wish you a prosperous 2013. I extend condolences to the families who lost their dear ones in the year that is just ended, is about to end. The years 2011-2012 were full of economic challenges, but were also full of economic opportunities for Uganda. Nevertheless, because the overall strategy has always been correct, the overall economic strategy has always been correct, in spite of the sabotage, the economy has recovered now. The inflation, which was 30% last year, is now 4.9%. There is, however, little investment by the indigenous Ugandans in the manufacturing sector. That's where the problem is. These delays for industrial projects can spell a disaster for Uganda if they are not resolutely resisted and defeated. Where will the youth get jobs from? On one hand, we were fighting USG with his walk to work. On the other hand, we were building power lines and tarmacking the roads and building the dams. So that reminds me of the other rap which I gave you. This is the rhino knows how to cook at the same time as it is gathering vegetables from the garden. You do both. You fight and you build. Fight Wesige, also build.
Now we'll be bringing you more excerpts from the President's New Year message of the year 2012 in our subsequent bulletins. Police have issued guidelines that should be followed on New Year's Eve, but not only for social event organizers, but also in the places of worship that are known for attracting large crowds. Police are beefing up security ahead of this year's celebrations in and around the city. The different Pentecostal churches have already started their preparations for their congregations, as Sahel Mugabe reports.
New Year's Eve is always filled with excitement, joy and anticipation as people prepare to enter the new year. So with 2013 now approaching, most people often assume that it's all about going to the streets, dancing and participating in carnivals.
They think that they can fix themselves without leaders.
On a religious note, New Year's Eve is also very important and is all about praise and worship to the Lord, as many gather to pray that their sins are forgiven. Well, various Pentecostal churches have begun their preparations in different places, such as Kololo Airstrip.
Looking at our theme for the year, Behold, I make all things new. And we are in a venue which is almost brand new. It has just received an extreme makeover. And then looking at Uganda, starting a new season after the 50 years. Everything is rhyming very well. There is a greater anticipation in our hearts and excitement across the nation on how God is going to really move in the hearts of people. And remember, we are in 15 different stadiums. This is unprecedented. This is amazing.
You raised me up and you gave me an assignment.
At Mandela National Stadium, preparations are well underway for the New Year's Passover prayer celebrations that are expected to attract a large number of Christians from across the country.
We have guests and visitors coming from the United Kingdom, the USA, Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi, Congo, South Sudan, and other nations. Some of those guests have already arrived and they are in the country.
Underlying threats of terrorism and high crime rates which occur as a result of large crowds still prevail. Therefore, police have issued guidelines for this year's celebrations.
We want to appeal to the members of the community to pay much attention to your own security and safety and be aware of threats like terrorism. People are targeting to break into people's houses.
This year's celebrations have also been considered a milestone since 2012 that marked Uganda's Golden Jubilee. The message, however, from the police is loud and clear that have fun, but take extra precautions to ensure you stay safe and that you enter 2013 on a positive note. Sahel Mugabe, Ntv.
Now, despite the momentary peace that Congo has had in the past weeks, refugees from Congo have continued flocking into the country. Between the 25th and 27th alone, over 500 Congolese refugees crossed to Uganda through Kisoro. This is adding extra weight to the already existing pressure on the refugee settlement centers. Irina Mialo has that report.
The recent withdrawal of the M23 rebels from the eastern Congolese town of Goma to embark on peace talks with the DRC government was supposed to bring relative calm in the area. But this is not reflected given the number of refugees who continue to flee the Democratic Republic of Congo to neighboring countries like Rwanda and Uganda. Here in Uganda, over 500 Congolese refugees are said to have entered the country through Kisoro during the Christmas season alone.
Just alone on Christmas, we received 187. Now,
when the refugees come in, of course, they are resettled temporarily at Nyakavande Transit Center.
However, Musa Echweru, the Minister of State for Disaster Preparedness, attributes this movement to the festive celebrations that were characterized with lawlessness in some parts of eastern DRC. He also mentions of Ugandan policies that favor refugees while they are in Uganda.
Unless other countries which give refugees to stay in refugee camps. In Uganda, we give them what we call settlement. So they settle, they are given some small piece of land, they till that land, and they make ends meet.
Nyakavande Transit Center in Kisoro has now got a population of over 3,000 refugees. The relocation center, known as Ramwanja, has over 31,000 refugees, and Nakivale Refugee Settlement has over 61,000 refugees. However, the burden of hosting the refugees rests solely on the Ugandan government. The United Nations High Commission for the Refugees is responsible for their welfare, and recently, the UN body called for more support in terms of food. Irene Namialo, NTV.
Let's now take a short break. We return with these stories and so much more. We shed more light on anemia in this week's Health Focus. And we begin a special entertainment profile feature for the New Year season. And tonight we bring you the other side of Ugandan music star Irene Namubiru. NTV Weekend Edition returns after this break. Do stay with us.
This is NTV. We know that all music is beautiful, and that's why NTV brings you the catalogue. Every day at 2:15 p.m. with the classics on Monday, reggae on Tuesday, country on Wednesday, Africa on Thursday, and love ballads on Friday.
You're like a dream come true. Just wanna be with you.
The beautiful sound of music only on NTV, your official music station.
Welcome back to NTV Weekend Edition. Now, a reminder that in this evening's NTV Weekend poll, we are asking, what was your most memorable story on NTV in 2012? What was your most memorable story on NTV in 2012? To have you say, text to 8778, followed by your name and your location. I have a few of your responses so far, and I'm going to read out some of them, starting with Tibita Kaziba, who says, Ingrid escaping from the police. He found that rather interesting. And a response from Biaruhanga Wali, who says the wedding interrupted by police because the girl was underage. And he goes on to say that it got Frank Walusimbi of NTV Akaongezi laughing. And we have a response from Namuganga Matilda, who says, I called it the sleeping competition as the national budget was being read. I doubt some of the participants still remember what the budget contents were. We'll keep your responses coming. The number is 8778. And remember to please leave your name and your location. I'll read a few more at the very end of tonight's newscast. Now, the Uganda Red Cross Society has come to the aid of over 200 people from Labala Parish in Pabo Sub-County in Amuru District, whose huts were burnt in a retaliatory attack by members of the Pakedo clan in the early hours of Boxing Day. The affected families, most of whom ran away from their homes after losing all their property in the attack, received an assortment of non-food items to help kickstart their recovery. Despite the withdrawal of a police presence after calm has been restored, some people are still living in fear that a fresh attack may occur. Moses Akena reports from Amuri district.
Searching through the hush, Rose Achola is trying to salvage some of what is left of her property. 4 days after her grass-thatched hut, alongside 45 others, were set alight by some members of the Pakedo clan. Just a few of her metallic and aluminium items survived. The rest, including food items and clothing, were consumed by the 6 a.m. inferno. She sought refuge at a relative's place about 4 kilometers away, but is still trying to come to terms with the pre-planned incident that caught the victims by surprise.
I am requesting the government to help me because I have a child to take care of.
Life in the once busy Labala Trading Center was turned upside down on that fateful Christmas Day night, when a disagreement over this video all led to the death of one resident and triggered retaliation from his clanmates. Ironically, it is claimed that the alleged killers, some of whom have been arrested, belonged to a different clan. Now the Uganda Red Cross Society has come to the aid of the victims by distributing non-food items including jerrycans, mosquito nets, saucepans, tarpaulins for covering their roof, plates and blankets, among others.
We brought it to them not to pay for the lost property, but to strengthen their capacity to cope up with the situation in emergency situation.
Some of them are, however, still terrified and living in fear for their lives, unsure of what the future holds.
There is fear because one day after the incident, my brother's hut was burned down by someone we know.
Now sub-county officials are encouraging the affected families to return.
It has been a one-to-one talk that I've been having with many of them, telling them that this place is a no-war zone. People should come back. The culprits have already been got. They are known.
Despite this gesture, the memories of that fateful night are still vivid in the minds of the residents as they attempt to rebuild their shattered lives. Moses Akena, Ntv.
It is among the 9 leading causes of illnesses and death for children, but for many little is known about it. In Health Focus tonight, Irene Namialo sheds more light on what causes and what can be done to prevent anemia.
Health Focus is brought to you by
Dettol. Be 100% sure.
Blood is one of the most needed ingredients in the body to keep someone alive. The major function of blood is to carry oxygen around the body. However, if this process is interrupted by blood not being able to supply the body with enough oxygen, this condition is known as anemia.
What people think is little blood, that is the common saying that a child or an individual has little blood.
Anemia is among the 9 leading causes of illnesses and death among children. According to the Uganda Health Demographic Survey 2011, Karamoja tops the regions in Uganda with 70% of children under 5 having anemia. East Central is at 68%, West Nile at 64%, Eastern at 58%, Central 1 stands at 57%, and at 56% is Central 2. Although sometimes anemia occurs if the body is not making enough red blood cells, or if the body is destroying too many red blood cells, or if the body is losing blood through external bleeding, the major cause of anemia in children is the body lacking the ingredients to produce enough healthy hemoglobin due to poor diet. Malnourished children are at a great risk of getting anemic, a very delicate state in their life. Here at Mwana Mujumo Clinic in Mulago, where they receive a substantial number of malnourished children, acute anemia is a common problem.
Because severe malnutrition is related to inadequate diet, inadequate dietary intake, as well as children are often on and off sick. They are very, very sick when they are severely malnourished. So when they present with anemia, if we don't correct the anemia immediately, these children may die. So the first thing we do here in severe anemia, we transfuse, and then we emphasize health education talks, nutrition education talks to the caretakers.
Some families may not have the money to buy foods like meat, milk, fish, liver, among others, but others like millet porridge, silverfish, locally known as mokene, and beans are rich in iron.
The first thing we need to emphasize is breastfeeding, because we know that breastfeeding, especially in the first 6 months of life, the breast milk contains all the nutrients that the child requires, including the iron the child requires.
Uganda also being prone to malaria, killing 320 people every day, mostly pregnant women and children under 5 years. Malaria is a big contributor of the acute anemia among children.
Because we know that when the malaria parasites attacks, it attacks the red blood cell. And the red blood cell is what contains the hemoglobin. So it attacks the red blood cells and destroys it, so the hemoglobin is lost.
Most mothers will never know if their children are anemic until their condition is very critical.
This child is going to become weak, is going to become not interested in the surrounding. The child will have poor eating habits. He's going to become whitish.
The National Anemia Policy addresses iron deficiency among other causes of anemia. Legislation calls for routine iron and folic acid supplementation during pregnancy, along with intermittent treatment for malaria, deworming and nutrition education as part of the antenatal clinics package. Preschool children are also targeted through the detection and management of anemia, along with regular deworming as part of the interventions to promote optimal feeding practices. Irene Namialo, NTV.
Adding trusted Dettol to your bathing water every day ensures a healthy bath even with not so clean water.
Dettol, be 100% sure.
She has been around Uganda's music scene for over 15 years and she's showing no signs of stopping. Over this period, celebrated songstress Irene Nambiru has had several hits and awards to her belt, crowning her musical success last year with the overall trophy at the Pearl of Africa Music Awards. But away from the character that everyone relates to on stage and in music videos, Nambiru opened up to NTV's Gabriel Epenu about her life, challenges, successes and future plans.
And the award goes to Irene Nambiru.
Fusion Band.
Thank you all for believing in me.
She capped off a successful 2011 by winning the Artist of the Year accolade at the Pearl of Africa Music Awards. The years of hard work and long studio hours had finally paid off. Despite her successes over the past couple of years, and unknown to many, Irene Nambiru is a down-to-earth, modest woman who does not forget where she came from.
Life wasn't always easy, there wasn't always money, but somehow we managed to... she managed somehow, with our help too, because I started working quite early. After my senior 4, I started working and I started doing music. I started getting money out of music actually, but not from stage, performing on stage, from doing jingles, radio ads and jingles.
She and her siblings were raised by her mother, Miss Justine Nyanzi, who she describes as a pillar for them while growing up.
We're 5. With my mom, we're 5. I'm the firstborn, and then there's a brother who follows me. Then my sister Yvette, who sings as well, and 2 other brothers. She's very hardworking, and she's gone through a lot. She never showed us, or well, maybe I would not see any problems she had. She wouldn't show anyone. She would have problems. Somehow she would manage to get through those problems without really wearing them here or putting them here.
Irene honed her music career in the mid-90s while still at school. Interestingly, singing initially was not what she thought she would end up doing.
But I was mainly known for acting because I used to act. I like theater so much. And then maybe it was in 2005, 2006 that I burst, that I broke through in Uganda, on the Ugandan scene. The first time I went on stage to sing was with the homies, Ragadi and Mese. That's when I started. And that's how people started knowing me. And that's the first time I held a concert, actually. And that's when I had a single out and I performed it. I'm shy. There's so many, I tell you.
Hard to believe, but Irene found it difficult to record with the crew present in the studio. She says even as a girl, she still was a shy one.
I was a very, very shy person. Very shy, but but it was I who would report everything. I was very quiet, but I think I would observe and see everything. If you wanted to know anything, you'd come to me. But I was very quiet and very easygoing, so.
After trying to find her feet in the then still infant music industry in Uganda, Irene left for France in 2000, and as it is for many, she found it cumbersome to adjust to the lifestyle there.
Not getting used to the people, to their culture. It was difficult, but you know, I had been studying French in Uganda. I went to Alliance Française and I did French. I knew how to read, but I could not speak at all. But when I went to France, I went to university, and after university, I got a job as a receptionist. Nobody spoke to me in English. All the French spoke to me in French. The foreigners, they spoke to me in English. And that's how I learned, because anything they would explain to you had to be in French.
She made France her second home after settling with Frank Morel, with whom she had 2 sons, Echo and Al.
My firstborn he's going to be 10 in March next year, and the second one is going to be 5 in February. The first one is called Echo Morel and Albert Morel, but I call him Al.
Irene inevitably had to make occasional trips back to Uganda on work engagements, and leaving her family behind was not an easy task.
It's always hard. Even if I spend 3 months without going away, the 5 weeks I'm going to spend away, hard. I don't want to leave, but then I have to work. That's life. I have to pay the bills. The music is important, but my children are very important. I don't see anything else that could be as important. I want to raise them so well. I don't want them to have the kind of education I had. I want the best for them.
The stereotype is for people to think that the likes of her have everything going their way, whether materially or in their relationships. But this is not the case, and for the first time before a TV camera, Irene tells of her recent bust-up with her partner.
Well, there's something that happened to me that I never ever thought in my life that would happen to me. That's when my ex-husband aggressed me. I never ever thought that would happen to me. After 5 years, somebody comes and attacks you. I never thought it would happen. I still wake up and see somebody killing me. So I'm still not over it.
Well, after the unfortunate incident, Irene later returned home not only to take care of business, but also to let off steam. A stickler for fitness, rather than drive, she prefers to run from her residence to get the morning paper or buy a pineapple, which she loves. And for her fans who could be wondering when next the strong-willed songbird will be dropping something new, well, just watch the space.
And I think I'll have something very good to show them next, to make them listen to in the first quarter of next year. And I think it will be good.
If her recent works are anything to go by, then there is little doubt that indeed Irene Namubiru will make good on this promise. Gabriel Apenu, NTV.
Thank you very much, Gabriel Apenu, for that. Let's now take a short break. I'll be right back with NTV Weekend Sport.
This is NTV.
I'm knocking. A message with the last piece of a jambia yali muhadiwa yonna. No, bloody way, holy moly.
We've just met. How can I be your friend? Mr. Rashmond. Okuzimba nyumba nga kintu kizibu nnyo banange mugumire mu bupangisa. Come.
I'm called Olar Odon. There's no English name. Just like resistors, Yakazol.
I blame you. You have option of getting international husband. Why do you get it?
New time.
There's more to the plan, right?
This is NTV.
Ideally, we all have the right to express our opinions and views truthfully and openly.
Atele long tugenda katongole mbukasam.
Kampala bwerere mwansomu the bus.
The discussion is still going on in the bus.
Tulina okugumira challenges ezimu bwe tuba tulina okugoba abatembeeyi mwami lukwaga agumaga abatembeeyi mugende mbadde ndala kunyonyola omukulu mbadde ndala kunyonyola omwami yagambye nti meya lukwago ye meya omutuufu
Gavumenti ekutte lukwago emunyigira mu nsonga takyekyusa.
Welcome back to Minibus Kyogereko.
Singa omusajja abankwana nga njagala sifa ku kya ssente wabula nfa ku mbeera yeeyisa
alimba ono
This is Minibus Kyogereko.
This is NTV.
In which she won gold from Ethiopia and bronze from Mauritius, on top of winning all the national championships.
Following a very successful 2012 season on African soil, Uganda's top woman Sid Shamim Banji has turned her 2013 focus on winning medals beyond Africa. the 20-year-old who won all the local badminton championships, on top of winning gold and bronze on the international scene during the season, hopes to start her 2013 campaign with the Cyprus International Badminton Championship in a bid to accumulate qualification points ahead of the 2014 Olympic Games.
My ranking now is 209 in the world and 7 in Africa, which is promising. And if I get a sponsor, this will help me qualify for Olympics. Reason being that I'll move to different countries, play different tournaments, which will be good for me.
However, for the youngster to stand a chance of qualifying to the 2014 Olympic Games, she needs to participate in over 8 international tournaments. But this endeavor seems very unlikely without good financial support.
We hope 2013 will be lucky to see that we can at least play 6 or 7 tournaments, which can push her to a good level.
I pray to God if I wake up one day and God gives me one person that will give me some good money to go for tournaments, I'll be very, very, very grateful for that person.
Banji, who is currently #1 seed in Uganda, is also ranked #7 in Africa and 211 in the world. Sam Poza, NTV Sport.
The boxing fraternity in Mbara will end this year tomorrow with fights involving Western Region's champion Stephen Kwizera taking on Rwanda's Charles Muvunyi in a professional challenge. The fights, which will include several undercards, are aimed at popularizing the sport in the region as well as encouraging the locals to invest in sports. Charles Muvunyi and Swale Abimana, both from Kigali Life Boxing Club, have arrived in Mbara town ahead of their heavyweight bouts tomorrow evening. Charles Muvunyi is set to challenge Western Region's champion Stephen Kwizera as Swale Abimana takes on Kesa Nsicha in a 12-round fight. Ali Tumi, a South African-born, will also be in action as Muvunyi sets his target after a successful weigh-in exercise. 36-year-old Stephen Kwizera will take advantage of being at home to see off his opponent in the first round. He was featherweight run-up in the national championship in the amateur ranks in 1994 and hopes for a better performance in the paid ranks starting tomorrow.
I'm very okay. I've trained, I'm eating, I'm in conditions. I have very good coaching staff. I'm ready to punish that gentleman. I want to punish him by third round. He's going to feel who the Iron Fist is.
We've had several in-house matches locally here within Mbara, and we hope the challenge by our colleagues from Rwanda will give us a clear picture of where we've so far reached.
Finally, from the sports desk tonight, Liverpool have reportedly offered £9.5 million for out-of-favour Wesley Sneijder, while Manchester United and Spurs remain on high alert. Elsewhere, Alex Ferguson has dismissed Arsenal's hopes of signing Nani when the transfer window reopens next month.
The Inter Milan ace has been left feeling isolated at the San Siro after snubbing a suggested annual pay cut of £1.6 million. Liverpool are the first out of the blocks, according to reports, while their Premier League rivals are confident little more than £11 million will secure a deal. The 28-year-old was furious with the club's proposed salary cut and demanded a move, pressuring the Serie A outfit to sell him for virtually the same €15 million fee they paid Real Madrid in 2009. Elsewhere, Nani has been sidelined by a hamstring injury since November, but the United boss revealed talks are in place to extend his current deal at Old Trafford beyond 2014. Nani has found himself on the fringes of United's first team and had appeared out of favour after a falling out with Ferguson and an impasse over a contract extension. He also had a bust-up with promising United midfielder David Petrucci earlier this season and has not played since he was hauled off during the Champions League match at Braga in early November.
Well, that does it for NTV Weekend Sport. When I return, I'll be taking a look at some of your comments from tonight's NTV Weekend poll. Stay with us.
This is NTV.
is NTV.
We know that all music is beautiful, and that's why NTV brings you the catalogue. Every day at 2:15 p.m. with the classics on Monday, reggae on Tuesday, country on Wednesday, Africa on Thursday, and love ballads on Friday.
You're like a dream come true. Just wanna be with you.
The beautiful sound of music only on NTV, your official music station.
This is NTV. This is NTV.
Dr. Besige, are you telling us on this show
when he
tonight
broke
that it's
the
okay to break rules?
People worth becoming leaders should not break rules.
Joseph Kony is defeated. He's on the run with his tail between his legs.
You cannot sit back and allow Somalia to continue to be in chaos.
I'm a state Messiah.
I will leave office if we allow an environment where people freely elect their leaders.
You say correctly that the problem of Africa is leaders staying in power for so long.
What I said, staying in power without mandate of the people.
I think I'm Big Meech. I don't see nobody. I don't see nobody.
It's the cataract.
Lucini pouring from the sky. Let's get rich. What? You can see a man's face, but you can't see his heart. I am Wale, Oluba. We be in the party like we own that bar.
Tease me, tease me, tease me, tease me, baby.
Welcome back. Now, in a reminder that in tonight's NTV Weekend poll, we asked you what was your most memorable story on NTV in 2012. Thank you so much for all your comments. I'll quickly read out a few of your responses, starting with Ochaya Thomas, who says the story on the nodding disease problem in northern Uganda and the story of the blind Iteso boy who's making money by looking after neighbor cattle and getting 3,000 shillings per week. And he puts in brackets, he stands to be corrected. Well, thank you for that response. And we have one here from Isaac Enangu, who is spoiled for choice. He says it's tight here because this year really had stories. And he cites a few: the OPM scandal, the sudden death of Nebanda, the stories on FDC Golola. And he says it's been a memorable year. And finally, a response here from Kaya Lamek, who says Kiprotich winning the gold medal, a story on Nebanda's death, Golola, the Kazinda saga, Bad Black, and the death of Sarah, the musician. Well, thank you so much for all your comments tonight. We'll take a look at what tomorrow's weather forecast has in store, knowing that a lot of you have plans. It's important that you know how what tomorrow's weather is going to be like, rather. Well, the weather forecast brings tonight's newscast to a close. Nancy Kachungira will be here tomorrow for your New Year's Eve NTV Tonight. But from me and all the weekend team, thanks for watching and have a very happy New Year. See you in 2013 and have a good night.